Oh, you guys are not on. Okay, welcome to the Carlotta Chat with Show. You guys, oh my goodness, it's been quite the week, quite the last couple of weeks. Okay, I got great news. I don't know if I told you guys last show. I may have. I don't know if it had already happened. But all A's, your girl got all A's. See, I'm since I got my first semester, it kicked my ass, my first year in grad school, my first semester in grad school. But since then, oh baby. Now I kicked my ass this semester too, but I got all A's and last semester and semester before that. So I'm feeling quite great. I'm excited because I had really the classes this time was kind of really woo woo. Woo 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 woo. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, I am enjoying the week. It is Memorial Day weekend. Can y'all believe y'all see how fast everything is moving? May is almost gone. We're almost in. Are we in Gemini season yet? I think we're in Gemini. When is Gemini season? I feel hyper, so it must be Gemini season. Is it Gemini season? I'm trying to think. I think it. Or do we have a day or so? I always Oh, we got a couple of days. May 21st. So yeah, because that's what because I have to always remember Maxwell. He's a cusper because he's kind of a cusper in that Taurus Gemini, like he was almost a Taurus by 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So he gives me cuss vibes. Okay, maybe that's why he's. I mean, but he has a stellium in Gemini, so he is Gemini crazy. He's just good at really hiding. Yeah, so yeah, it's almost Gemini season. Happy birthday to Maxwell. Maxwell's birthday's coming up, like the 23rd of May. Janet's birthday was the 16th. She's a Taurian girl. Happy birthday to Janet with a Scorpio ascendant, okay? Happy birthday to Janet. Janet had a 60. Janet Jackson is 60, y'all. Don't look it. Well, girl. Oh my god. And she had a birthday party. She's so sweet. She shared some of it with her, on her page. It looks so fun. Oh my god. So she looked like she had a great time. It's always fun. She had her 60th birthday and it looked like it was really Janet doesn't look 60. Wow, I can't believe it. Funny how time flies. That's my birthday song this year. Funny how time flies when you're having fun. Okay. I mean, time is flying. So yeah, oh my gosh. Wow. So happy belated birthday to Janet. And then happy early birthday to Maxwell. Okay. He'll be daddy. He's already officially a zaddy. What is Maxwell? Maxwell will be, what will he be? Will he be 53? Oh my God, you're just joining in the 53 club. Okay. Yes, 53. It's a good year, Max. Enjoy. Okay, I'm at the half point, but it's fun. You know, we don't look our age, so it's good. Maxwell does not look like a 53-year-old. Okay, he's fine. Maxwell's a fine 53-year-old. I mean, it'd be people out here on these men. You know how people be talking on the manospheres, and you be looking at them, and you be like, maybe like, I want the younger girls, and I don't want no old woman and stuff. And you be like looking at them, and you be like, please. Now, if you Maxwell, you can talk that ish. Because not only do you look good, but the perception is because you're a celebrity, but that doesn't mean it's always true. But the perception is you got some coin. So let's not play the game. So you fine and got coin? Oh my God. Oh my God. And you ain't got no receding hairline except if you keep wearing them braids like that, Max. Let me tell you something. One thing we women know, okay? Don't let them braid them so tight up at the top because you do not, listen, these men out here, your age, we have receding hairlines. You got a head full of hair. Take your hair down when you're at home, baby. Take your hair down. Do not tell Maxwell, you got to take his hair down. Take your hair down. Do not be wearing them braids, them tight ass braids. I think I saw a picture of Maxwell somewhere in Miami. And he had them braids in his hair. It's like, take them fucking braids. You need to let your hair breathe. Do not do good. Let me tell you, I love braids, okay? I love wigs, weaves. I do it all, okay? I don't give a shit. I love it all, especially when I don't feel like doing my hair, okay? And my hair has the ability to really like super grow quick. I cut it, I get it out, but I sometimes don't like being bothered with it. I will wear braid like this summer. I've decided it's going to be a braid summer. I braid summer. I'm doing protective styles because I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking like really just letting my hair grow like I used to and just leave it alone. My beautician keeps saying, "I can't believe you were bald headed almost 2 years ago." It's like, yeah, because I got so much hair now. But listen, I am always careful with my edges. Let me explain. Women, we know this. If you wear wigs and stuff like that, your edges. I had a person braid my hair years ago before my beautiful, wonderful beautician came in. Shout out to Cece Shakina. That's my girl. She is baddest. Okay, has a cosmetology camp for children. Everything. I'm so proud of her. Okay, but okay, and she's on the school board district, the board for a school board district in I forget what part of Tarrant County, but shout out to her. She ran a wonderful campaign, everything. But before I had her, I went to this lady to braid my hair, and she messed up my edges kind of. And listen, telling you, it took me forever, and you can barely notice it. You barely notice it. But it took me a minute to start it to grow back. You can't wear braids like that. You cannot wear them all the time, Max, and you have beautiful hair. So somebody tell Maxwell, you 50 something, take them braids down, boy. Oh, just you guys, we're going to go on a quick break because y'all know how I be doing on here. Something be happening all the time. So let me give y'all a quick break and I'll be right back. Okay? Right back. Okay, you guys, I am back. I am sorry, you guys. I always have a something weird happen. But we are back on the Carlotta Chat with show. Okay, so let me get this. Y'all, let me get my headphones together. Okay, I'm trying to get them. Okay, now we're back. Okay. All right, yeah. So I was saying, he be wearing them braids all the time. I'd be like, take the braids off. But he'll be 53. Wow, can you believe Maxwell turned 53? Maxwell he does not look 53. He looks really good. I have to give it to him. Okay. Gen Xers look good, okay? For I don't know what it is. I think, I remember hearing somewhere that we're the forever youthful generation because we're the generation where rap comes of age and all these things, rock and roll kind of comes of age and all. And so we don't see ourselves as ever being old. So they say that about Gen Xers, even though we're little, we're this little small group. But we've got that young gene, man. I don't know. It's really great. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so happy birthday to Maxwell. All right, so what's next? What do we need to talk? We got so much to talk about. I don't have the it's a word. You know how I be doing? I think I'm gonna have an it's a word, and then I don't. I'm trying to think of something, if anything exciting, because it's been the Pluto retrograde, and we had the new moon, full moon in Scorpio, new moon. I don't know. I got so many things on my mind. Um, this summer I'm working on my paper. Yes, I'm working on it this summer. Okay, people are like, "What? You gonna be working on your paper this summer?" I said, "Yes, because I want. This is my last semester. I want to just hand it in. I won't have no problems." And my paper, my subject's really good, so I'm excited about it. But I'm excited about completing this. It is so big for me. This is so exciting, and I'm very proud of myself because I stuck to. I was never planning on trying to go to get my master's, but bitch, I did it. And I'm a 4.0 student at that. So yeah, I love it. I love it. And let's see. Okay. People have been asking me about my weight loss journey. How have I been doing on GLP-1s and stuff like that? Okay, this week I'm in between. I'm doing a little break here for my GLP-1s because I'm trying to change my date. But I've been doing really good. Oh my God. Really good, steady, as it should be. I am now. You know what? I hate to be hating. I hate to tell people because there's some haters out there. But so what? I'm trying to help y'all because haters be sending that ugly vibes and they want you to eat some more bonbons and cookies and stuff like that. I still eat all my food, my favorite foods and stuff like that. I just, listen here, the GLP-1s do not play with you. Okay. You do not be craving it or anything like that. You don't have no cravings, but you do eat. Like I still have my cookie. I have my this and that or this and that, things I like. I just can't eat a lot of it. I can't, you know what I'm saying? But how has the journey been? This new one that I work closely with my doctor, definitely work closely with my doctor. Um, I gotta say, I have not felt this good since I was in my early 30s, maybe late 30s. Because I'm back to the size I was. That's when I first started getting big. But I'm back to like what I consider my big, okay? But it's not big. I'm under 2 now. So I don't care. Y'all can't send me no hate vibes. I'm just helping for the people out here who want to know and everything. I work closely with my doctor. I go see her every few months and really me and her look at how my everything is going because I'm going to tell you guys, I tell you my journey because it may help someone out there. I was diagnosed with breast cancer 2 years ago. You all know that. I talk about it all the time. God blessed me to overcome that. And, I'm 2 years breast cancer free. Hey, shout out, shout out. I'm so proud of the listen. Thank you, Jesus. That's all you can say on that. Okay. But just maybe a few months ago, my stuff was going. I was so stressed during my thing. I had lost a lot of weight, but I gained it all back because I was just stressed during my that's no excuse, but I was just so stressed during my uh BC season. And I was just going through so much in my emotionally and stuff in my head and everything. And so I had already started. Then I said, okay, I started doing exercise and stuff. And I said, you know what? And I've stopped my exercise for this for like a month, but I'm about to get back on it because no, we can't be having that. Especially when these GLP-1s work, that you be losing weight fast. But I went to the doctor and my numbers were out of control. I had went over into being a diabetic. My numbers were diabetic. Like I was like, what? And she's like, you can't have this. My doctor was like, no more. I'm putting you on the GLP-1. I'm like, no. And I'm on Majoro. And she was just like, you have to. Listen. It's not for real. I'm like, I hate to sound like Oprah, like y'all think I'm crazy. I do not hear the food noise. I really don't. Sometimes I forget to eat. But I was like that before. My thing is I have a sweet tooth and I love Coca-Cola. And I still love Coca-Cola. But it's not what it was, but oh my God. I it I it's a new experience for me going to the stores, everything. I'm like, the other day I was like, I went to go shop. Y'all know I like to shop. I'm a shopper. I like to catch the deals now. I ain't got no money being paying no big money and stuff. I go to all the you know what I'm saying? I want to be paying no Gucci, but I catch like nice deals and stuff like that. And so one of the things I've noticed in shopping, I'm still in my head. I'm still like that plus size girl. And I still am plus size, right? But I'm still thinking I'm over in the other lane. And I'm at the lower lane where I can wear larges and mediums now. And I'm like, what? I could go like I went last week into the junior department and brought outfit like clothes in the junior department. I used to do that all the time. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Oh my God. How it feels. It feels awesome. And then I went to how I know, I listen, being plus size ain't never stopped no like people from flirting and stuff. Even though I'm plus size, I was plus size, I still have, people flirting. But no, 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 no. It is completely the game is I went to the post office and I think I told the story about I don't know if I told it on here or not. I went to the post office the other day. I jumped out real quick. I had some, shorts, my little tank or whatever, and I'm running into the post office to get, to mail my stuff. First, as soon as I got out the car, there's a man next to me in the car. He says, "Oh my God, you're beautiful." I'm like, "Thank you." I'm halfway to the door. There's another man coming. I said, "Hi, ma'am, how are you doing?" I'm like, "Fine." "Oh, you're so pretty." I'm like, "Okay, thank you." Go in, mail myself, come back out. There's another man coming up and says, "Wow, sis, you're beautiful." 3 times in 15 minutes. I was like, what? I'm not bragging, I'm not bragging. But damn, I was like, what? Oh my God. The weight, the weight coming out changes a lot. I mean, it's like, oh, wow. And I ain't even where I should be. I'm not where I want to be yet. Oh my God. My friend calls me up and says, "Oh, you think you cute now?" I see it in your face how you lose it. I said, "Really?" She was like, and I was telling her, I'm worried because, I said, "Oh my God, do I have to take more collagen? Because I'm older now. One of the things that weight did is, it keeps your face plump. But losing this weight, I'm like, ooh, I can see my face." She said, "Don't worry, it's gonna shape, everything's gonna work, shape out." And then she was giving me tips and stuff like, she lost a lot of weight. She gave me tips and stuff. I was like, and she was like, "Girl," she said, she said, "Now look at you. Now you think you," she said, "And girl," she said, "Now you thought you was cute already with, because I wear little sexy stuff and all this stuff." She said, "Girl, what you gonna do that if you go to Maxwell's next week?" I said, "Bitch, I'm gonna show out." if I if I get to my, which I no, when I get to my ideal weight, bitch. You got it right. I'm a show out. Like, y'all can hate all day. And people on the internet talking about, I did it all natural. Bitch, I did not do it all natural. GLP, listen, thank you, Majora. Helped me. I ain't doing no Majora commercials. I ain't trying to sell them out, but shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. I just help my ass on this, no, on losing the weight. I hope it don't have no repercussion later on. But baby, like, because even when I would work out so much as an older woman, and you'd have to do like all kind of crazy, like to work, it would be crazy. Now I don't even have to sometimes work out. It's crazy. And here's the thing: I'm trying to get my habits together, so that so when I do ease off of the Majoro, I have my habits in place. I've already, and so I feel like I'm doing that now. Like there's certain things I'll be like, ooh, like the other day I went out to eat and to this place, and this real popular restaurant here that they sell all kind of specialty burgers and all kind of stuff like that. And so I had a burger that I hadn't had a burger in a long time. So I like only eat like a third of the burger. I can't even finish it. Okay. Because your body will be like, nope, 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 nope. And so it's like I only eat a little bit of it. And I was trying to eat it with the bread. Oh, could not do it. Right. Get home. I hadn't had a burger, just hadn't had one in a long time. My stomach told the story. It was like, no, bitch, you can't eat that. And what I realized is that, okay, I grilled. Like a week before we grilled, and I had grilled burgers that I did myself, and it doesn't have so much stuff in it and everything. Oh my God, I ate that one much better and this was after that. I went to that. I ate that, but I still did not eat a lot of it. But I ate it much better. Like, was I able to get the grilled afterward? Yeah. I grilled mine afterwards, and I said, okay, maybe I have to, and I didn't really eat a lot of it, but it was like a slider is what I could stand. So now I know. I'm starting to know. I'm like, oh, and I'm starting to know the little habits to do to maintain weight and stuff like that. So y'all just pray for me. Haters, you can hate and send darts my way, but you ain't gonna stop nothing. But for those of you who got good vibes and good energy, pray that I continue this journey. I am so happy about it. It makes me feel better about myself. I I love the fact that my clothes are fitting different. It's just wow. I'm like, I have to do a meet and greet. When Maxwell does concerts again, I mean, he had a whole like this, the Negro was on tour for a long time. I don't know if he come back, but I'm hoping he does a Vegas show. I was thinking about going to South Africa, but then they start talking about Ebola's breaking out in Africa. And I was like, bitch, I don't know if I'm gonna go to South Africa. Because Maxwell's having two shows. He's having one in South Africa and one in Peoria. I forget where it's at, where the other one's at. But I was thinking about going to Cape Town because I thought, oh, that would be so fun. Go see Max and stuff like that. But then all of a sudden they were talking about outbreaks of Ebola. I'm like, oh, turn my ass around and say, I don't know about that. I don't know. Who knows? I may still try to like do that or something like it because I've always wanted to see Maxwell. My dream is to see Maxwell like in like out of the country. I'd love to see him and Jamiroquai. So I would love to see him in another country, see how people respond to him and everything at other places. And South Africa would be really fun, but I'm scary. Shit, I wasn't scared of that COVID shit, but Ebola's ass? Oh no, bitch. I'm scared of Ebola. Ebola is the Ebola. Baby. Y'all don't want that to break out. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. And they said they've been having some outbreaks all through the continent. Okay, so I had to think about that. But it would be exciting still. Nonetheless, I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking it just depends. So this is a big year for me coming up. I'm getting ready to my big semester. So I have to see how because it's in August and it's a little bit before, the start of the school year in my last semester. So I don't know. I don't know, but I'm thinking about that. But I'm hoping he has a show in Vegas because Maxwell always does a show in Vegas. So I'm hoping that we get a show or a couple of shows in Vegas, and I can treat myself to Vegas, and I can get my other meet and greet. I can get a meet and greet where my arm doesn't look like Incredible Hulk. Oh, now, last time I was losing a little weight, I had lost much weight when I did the meet and greet. I had lost, you know what I did? I had lost about 15 pounds with the last time when I would see him at the meet and greet. And that was on my own. That wasn't, I hadn't had started taking the GLPs yet. Had I? Or I hadn't been taking them that long if I had. And I did the picture there. I hated the picture, just hated the way it was situated. It wasn't that I looked back, it's just I hated the way it was. I was situated. I didn't like the way it looked. It looked like we were both having an awkward moment. I don't know. But even though we didn't feel like that, but it looked awkward in the picture. And I remember when he see me, he goes, "Oh," I was like, "Bitch, wait a minute. Are you trying to say I didn't look good before?" And he's like, he looked at me and said, "Oh, you look great." Like, look at me, like he could tell, like maybe I lost a little weight, but like, no, no. Are you trying to say, what are you trying to say here? You think you? So I was looking like Incredible Hulk in Kansas City. Now I'm looking a little slimmer, just a smidge. Oh, this time it's probably gonna be shocking if he remembers me. You know what I'm saying? If he even remembers, he sees so many people. He acts like he remembers us. You know what I'm saying? But he sees so many people. So yeah, I want a new meet and greet. And then I convinced one of my friends to do a meet and greet who's never done a meet and greet with him. So I convinced her to do a meet and greet. So I'm hoping he has a Vegas show because it gives me an excuse to go to Vegas. I like shopping in Vegas. It's one of my favorite shopping spots. Give me the excuse, Maxwell. So my plan is, and the cruise is my gift. Will be my gift to myself. Maxwell's cruise. If y'all don't start breaking out in all kind of sicknesses and stuff, I ain't going. If it start kind of crazy, I always put insurance on my shit. I can't be going if y'all breaking out in the beehives and all that stuff. But other than that, I definitely plan on. I want a God bless. That's gonna be my graduation gift to myself. God bless. God bless me to do this. Like my graduation gift to see me go to Maxwell's cruise. Now I won't be doing a Maxwell's meet and greets on that cruise is a different story. Things is high, but I would love to see him in Vegas. Okay, so that would be fun. I'm hoping he does a Vegas show. Put it out in the universe. Maxwell, do a Vegas show, please, or a couple of Vegas shows. And all of us girls have been talking about, like, Maxwell fans that I know been talking about, yeah, we could all meet up in Vegas. I'm like, oh my God, I miss them so much. We have a group chat too. Where we're all like we talk to each other and stuff like that. It's so fun. So I met a lot of great people from Maxwell, okay? And then we had one of the Maxwell crew. I won't say her name because her health is private and stuff like that. But she was going to BC like me. She just went through it. She went through it successfully, and it was so great. On our group chat, we got to walk, be with her every step. Like she would uh, text us and say, "I'm going there. I'm getting ready to do this. I'm going in the operating room. I'm going this." And she took pictures. It was so cool, and it was cool to have like our Maxwell crew of girls who love Maxwell, and we're encouraging our other Maxwell fellow um admirer Maxwell to, she can beat it, and all of us. It was so cool. I love that. So I like that more. I think I like that more than Maxwell. I think I like the friendships more than but it's all good, okay? All right, so that's my little saying. That's my little talk for today. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but that's my little talk about what I've been doing on my GLP-1. So my goal is to I need to take a new skinny picture when I get to my weight with Maxwell, a meet and greet, like where I'm looking a little, I'm back to my size. Okay, and then somebody had wrote me about did I have the boob job or y'all talking about? No, not yet. I am. I. You know why I decided not to do that yet? Because they like you to get to a certain your whatever your goal weight is going to be within 20 pounds of your goal weight, and when you're within that time, then they feel better about you doing that. I have actually, it's really a good thing for me to do. First of all, before I found out I had breast cancer, I was, and I tell all, I reason I share my stuff with you is because somebody out there may be struggling with things or going through different stuff. And so when y'all write me little, some of my people and stuff that listen, I know I always try to tell y'all little things when y'all ask me, when I was going through when I went through breast before I went through breast cancer, I was already having back problems. So I was like, the boobs is out there, and the boobs, even though I've went down, the boobs is still there. And so it is really good, especially with for I had already been planning on doing it, but for breast cancer patients, it's very good because when you have dense breasts, it makes you it can make reoccurrence a little slightly higher. So anything I can do to make sure that I never see that again, I'm gonna do. Okay. And so not yet, but when I get there, I'm gonna probably I may take you guys through the journey of it. Okay. I may say, let you know when I'm in the like with day when I do this and how what's the process and stuff like that. Okay. So but yes, I still plan to do that. God bless. Okay. But yeah, so prayers for me because I have so many decisions and crazy things to make. Okay. All right. So that's my life, and that's what's been going on there. Okay. All right. So Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, y'all are all out here talking about her and the degree. Like she showed up on the Breakfast Club, and I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Oh my God. And I like Cheyenne Bryant. I listen, it isn't, let me just say this to people. It isn't about that so much, the advice she gives. Some of the advice she gives is good. I don't agree with everything. I'm eating y'all. Y'all know how I do on this show. I be eating in y'all. You're just a messy show of you tuning in. Hmm? I talk to y'all like I'm having a conversation. Okay. With Dr. Bryant, I feel if some of the advice is not bad, it's not, you don't have bad advice. The problem is when you're trying to sell off yourself as a doctor who is licensed, and then you're saying you don't have to show proof. You don't feel like you have to. What do you get them for? You get your doctorate degree. I have a friend right now working on her doctorate degree, and she's been working on that dissertation for a minute. Baby, you better believe she let us know every step of the way. I'm almost there. I'm at this point. I done finished this point. I done finished that point. Shit, I'm like that about my master's paper. Because you work so hard. Dissertation is even harder for people who are getting a doctorate. And it's, I think if they put it in public, like it's some like journal or something like that. So why can't we find yours, Dr. Cheyenne? I don't understand what's going on here. And this is not no hater. It's not no hater stuff. It's just like I just don't understand what's the problem with producing your stuff and saying, here's a program I went through. This is my degree. This is my dissertation I did. This is blah, blah, blah. There ain't no sense in cussing people out and all that stuff on the show. It make me think like you lied. And people work far too hard for their doctorates and PhDs for you to be out here playing in people's faces. Okay. It's not about you being licensed because people can give good advice. Some people give better advice to me than even licensed psychologists to me. Like, I ain't saying no offense to y'all, some of y'all. And some of y'all are hating on her because she's pretty and she's sexy. And some of y'all is mad because you a doctor and you wasn't able to jump and make, get on no podcast and stuff. And here this mofo possibly might not be a real doctor and has been able to show up on all kind of podcasts, build up her brand and everything without like any proof that she was a doctor. And some of y'all hating on that because y'all been doctors and ain't been able to do that. So I'm not talking about y'all hating, but I do understand y'all being upset because of the lying and saying you're a license and when you're really not, because that comes with certain ethics and values and stuff like that. I respect that. But a lot of y'all is hiding behind ethics and values, and some of y'all just hating on her because she's pretty and she's smart and she was able to finesse her way, whether she got one or not. She was able to finesse that shit and move up faster than anybody. Okay. And so that's just real talk, but some people are going to be hated. But I do understand people being upset with their doctorates because doctorate ain't no joke. So anybody who completes their PhD, baby, shit, anybody who complete their master, I'll be like, shit, bachelor. But PhD, that, because there's so much hard work that goes into it. So I understand that sense of being upset about the situation with her. She feels like she doesn't have to show anybody. I think that just tells you, to my personal opinion, is that you're getting from her what is going on. She doesn't have to tell anybody, because I just feel like that's where, because really, maybe you don't have one. Most people can talk about what they talked about their dissertation about, all kind of stuff. You're not doing. It's just very interesting. Okay, so I ain't gonna talk no more about it, but okay. Let's go to talking about Rashid Rice. And in the words of Fred Sanford, you big dummy. Sidebar, excuse me, people who are listening. Negro, don't you understand we trying to go to another Super Bowl this year? We can't have you out here making dumbass mistakes. Negroes be thinking they so good, they head be blowing up and they be thinking they good, but really you got Patrick Mahomes is your quarterback. This I'm and you can't say it ain't Patrick. It's Patrick. It's Patrick all day. Patrick. Tyreek thought it wasn't Patrick. Tyreek went to Miami and did not get the same results. Daddy won't come home. I don't blame him. Man, not that Tyreek Hill ain't special, but shit, what he had with Patrick was even more special. Patrick makes and breaks receivers. He makes receivers. That boy is so bad. You lucky. You should be blessed, Rashid Rice. You should be so happy. Rashid Rice. I'm so pissed right now. When I heard it, I said, y'all can't be. Don't play in my face right now when somebody told me that Rashid Rice done got arrested because he voluntarily took a drug test. Allegedly, Negro, no, you've been. You know what? I can't. Are we ready to talk about this? It's just the foolishness of it all. Let's put it up. Oh my God. I heard this young man talking about it. Okay, so let's listen to Mike Bassano, who talks about a lot of sports things from Instagram. So I'm gonna let y'all hear just a little bit of him. Everything today is fair use. We use it here for teaching purposes and all those things and newsworthy things. So here we go. Okay. Let me put this out here so you guys can see it. Okay, I gotta put it up. Unbelievable. Look at Rashid Rice. Jeez, what is going on in the world? Okay, let's listen to this. Just what's going on with him.
Full of people. He was suspended 6 games last year for that incident and the probation.
I'm going to start it over so you guys can hear it.
Frustrating. Rashid Rice is going to jail for 30 days for violating his probation. The probation he got from a reckless driving incident in Dallas where he could have killed a highway full of people. He was suspended 6 games last year for that incident and the probation. And now that he's violated probation by failing a drug test he agreed to, they found THC. Now he's going to jail for 30 days. He will miss OTAs. He will miss rookie minicamp. And the Chiefs are obviously in the market for another wide receiver. They were before this, but now Howie Roseman,
Okay. And this is Mike Bassino. You guys can check him out. He's really good. He always has really great sports commentary and stuff like that. But I hear you Chief fans, you hear this? You know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth. Veach, if you're listening out here, I know Veach. Somebody know Veach. Man, we need to. I'm willing to go all out and ride receiver. Y'all kind of quit treating Patrick Mahomes like he ain't nothing. Like he's some regular quarterback. He needs elite wide receivers. He need elite boys. I actually like D Hop when he's here. They didn't give D Hop enough time to cook, in my personal opinion. I know. I just felt D Hop wanted to be here. I felt like I don't know. I know he was asking for a little bit of money, and he needed to ask for a little bit less. But yeah, I hate that. I felt like D Hop didn't really get his thing on. I felt like D Hop was just a good personality wise fit with the Chiefs. Right now, they looking at the guy from I forget Philly. There's a wide receiver that may be on the table, Bit Brown, and then you got Tyreek Hill who wants to come back. But Tyreek can't ask for. I don't know how much money Tyreek asking out in these streets because Tyreek done had a major injury. So I don't know. You can't get what you was asking for. And then we got what's his name? What's the boy to go? Cardi B. And that's a lot of drama in itself. And I don't know if he fit in with the Chiefs I think he would be good for the Chiefs. I think he would be fun, but then again, I'm not sure. Because the Chiefs are, they don't like foolishness. You know what I'm saying? And he been in a little bit of, he had to have some court cases and stuff coming up. Cardi B's dude, I forget his name. I cannot remember that man's name. Stephon Diggs. Yeah. So the Chiefs have I would pick two if I was the Chiefs. I give me two elite wide receivers for Patrick Mahomes because Rashee Rice at this point, this big dummy ain't dependable. He done already got in trouble last year. He missed half the season because he got in trouble. Then he got suspended he had to get suspended for the shit he did here in Texas. Then that's why y'all need to keep y'all asses sometimes in Kansas City. You need a boring city. You need a city that's not boring, but like not a lot of trouble. Dude, y'all need to be working out during the summer, having something to do. Some of y'all got too much free time on your hands. Idle playground is the devil's workshop. Find something to do. He out here smoking. And the NFL watching you. You've been in a lot of trouble. I mean, really? Really? And right before we a month or two before training camp, for real? And we got the MVP from last year. They want to talk down on us, but we got the MVP as our running back. We done took the MVP from Seattle and put him on our team. And all we needed for you, Negro, is to catch a ball. To be ready to catch the ball. But no. I don't know. I almost want to cut him, but he good. But I almost want to cut him, but I don't think he's as good as he thinks he is. Because a lot of that is Patrick. Plus, I don't want the Chiefs to cut him because I don't want nobody to try to pick him. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, a lot of mess. Okay. So I didn't like that. I was very upset to hear that news. Oh my goodness, that's really crazy. Okay. All right, what else is out here that we need to talk about? Now, he gonna be in jail for 30 days, so he's missing a lot of stuff. I love this. Lizzo is out here cleaning up, and out here putting up her own signs, okay? Because she said her record company ain't giving her proper promotion. Okay, look at Lizzo right here. Let's look at her out here. Look at her. She out here looking cute. Looking cute. Promoting her new album. I think it's called, what's the new album, bitch? Hold on.
So I'll do it myself.
This is what some of you artists gonna have to do. Y'all may have to be putting up signs yourself. This is how bad it done got in the record industry.
Fucking ass though.
And this is a little good gimmick you got going. It's getting attention.
Don't worry about it. My album comes out June 5th.
I love it. Look at her putting that proposal. This is some work. That's not doing work. Do the work, Lizzo. This is
It's
like,
huge.
I'm gonna get up here and hang out my own time.
Hi.
I see you driving by. My mom wanted to say hi.
Where's your mom?
It's on the phone.
Look at her.
Wait,
She's got
what's
up
your
some
mom's
autographs,
name?
everything.
Baby Marie.
She out there
Hi,
working.
Marie.
Work hard, Lizzo. That's what
Ask
she
Marie,
do.
did she pre-save my album? June 5th.
All right.
Wait, save my album. June 5th. Oh shit. My poster fell. I'm gonna get the rest of this up. You know what?
That's what y'all don't have to do. Do a little gimmick like Lizzo. Look like you out here putting your album up. Some of y'all gonna have to figure out some gimmicks. This is a generation that like a good gimmick. Okay? Lizzo's album, Bitch, is coming out. Is it June 5th? And she was saying she wasn't getting no promotion. Nothing. As big of a star she is. That's not how it's gonna be no more. They making even the big stars. Y'all gotta get out here. Now Lizzo probably got out here being funny with that, but you really gonna have to do something. Cardi B was really cute at doing that. I think that helped Cardi B so much. Getting out talking about promote my album, buy my album and all that stuff. You got the person, that's what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta finesse these fans. These are the type of fans you gotta finesse nowadays. They don't just run off like they used to do back in the day and go get your pre-order album, pre-listen to and all that shit. They ain't gonna do that. You little kids is different. They are not doing that. You got to create some energy behind yourself and your brand, okay? So very interesting. Lizzo's out here. Lizzo is getting it in the age of Aquarius, okay? All right. She's coming up with a thing to be able to do that, all right? Okay. Apparently, Lotto. My head hurts. I don't want to even talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, but I got to because y'all probably want y'all want me to. I feel like y'all forcing me to. Spiritual whistleblower who I like. But I also like Shira. Shira's my girl. I love me some Shira. I like both of them. I can't like both of them, even though they don't like each other. I like both of them. Okay. Spiritual whistleblower talked a little bit. I'm just gonna play a little bit of y'all for her, what she said to Lotto, talking about she want to retire now. Lotto ain't had a good 2 albums out. It ain't good 2, 3. Is it? I don't even know where she at in the. Hold on. So y'all can hear this. Okay.
We're so close.
Mhm.
I just get so much anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I just want to be a wife and a mom.
It's very stressful, like for me, because we're so close.
Mhm.
I just get so much anxiety. I'm
Yeah.
like, is she good? Is she
Yeah.
straight? Like,
And I'm such a strong person that's like
yes,
I barely ever come for help.
for sure.
Who gonna tell her? Who gonna tell her? That's Lotto announcing her retirement from the music world. She's retiring to be a wife.
I'm gonna tell her spiritual whistleblower. I'll let y'all go over there to spiritual whistleblower and hear what she got to say. But I'm gonna tell her right now, Lotto, that's dumb. You just had a baby by allegedly a married man. Whose wife you gonna be? You gonna be a sister wife? Is that what you get ready to be? Because the man's already married. Now, I do believe that some men do leave. Some men sometimes leave. Okay, sometimes they do. I don't know what's going on with him, but that Negro looks a little shifty, Lotto. Okay, I just want to be a wife and a mother. Girl, I don't know. Do you know what all that entails? Especially if you like show business. I don't believe that's gonna last a hot minute, hot 5 seconds. Okay. When you get out here, listen, when you get out here and realize how tough it is to be a single mama. Oh, and you are single. When you, unless y'all gonna do a sister wives show or something like that, you single mama. And you realize that little money you done made off of them, what's the song? What's the song she sing? Them little hits, couple hits you got, girl, when you realize that money gonna drop. Ain't nothing wrong with being the one to be a wife and a mother, Lotto, but I suggest you start to build up career, build up something for yourself that you can have if you don't want to rap and stuff no more and be in the entertainment business, then get you something solid, because you're gonna need the money, sis. And that man, you can't depend on a man with another household. I mean, you girls out here announcing. Sounds like a publicity stunt to me, but I just want to be a wife and a mommy. So who you gonna be a wife to? You, because it takes time to get married. You got somebody in mind. Maybe the baby ain't man's. Maybe we all think the baby is his, right? That man ain't leaving his wife. That man don't look like he leaving his wife. If he is leaving his wife, I'm surprised. Okay? Come on now, girl. These girls out here. And the man ain't even that cute. You know what I'm saying? She ever said, I know you got big dick energy. I thought she was talking about something like fun. And I was like, Dang, you girls ain't even going crazy. I can see if it was Lenny, y'all was out here going crazy for. If you was in the struggle for Lenny. I've been like, damn, girl, damn, that's messed up. You trying to mess that marriage. But you know what? Girl, damn, I understand. Lenny is oh God, man, I'm gonna pray for you. I don't understand what you doing with this man 21 side. And as pretty as you are. Do we want to quit because people didn't respond well to you being pregnant by a married man? Listen, I just tell you girls all the time, I understand things happen in life. Things happen, you know what I'm saying? Like Babyface and Pebbles said, love makes things happen. But I don't think it's love in your case, okay? And to get pregnant and just be walking around here with no shame by a married man, it's like, this is a point where you should be quiet. You shouldn't be on no podcast talking about I'm gonna quit. You emotional, bitch. You've been pregnant for a little bit. Sit your ass down somewhere, rock that baby for a little bit. Be a mama, sit down for a year, and then come out and discuss your thoughts. This is the time. See what's going on here. A lot of y'all don't have enough shame. Like it ain't enough. Like I keep saying, ain't enough shame out here. Like Maxwell's son, y'all feeling no shame, but you need to feel some shame. That's making me feel some shame. Like you need to be like, damn, I done got pregnant. Oh man, even if you do, like everybody looking at me like, oh, I don't care what people know. You need to care what people think. I don't know. I can hear you saying it. I don't care what people think. Yes, you should care. This should be, the baby should be, yes. You should be at home and be like, man, okay, I need to rethink my life. I have another person beside me now. And it is time for me to rethink this whole thing. I am a single mama out here. I ain't no wife yet. And now I need to do what's best for me and my child. And maybe that don't go on, that on a tail going on a podcast talking shit. At this point, we should be quiet in quiet mode and rethinking, not talking about announcing retirement. I mean, you ain't got to arrest no retirement. You ain't did enough to announce a fucking retirement. These people announcing retirements. Like you been out here like you done had 8 albums. I'm about to retire. I just want to be a wife and mother. Bitch, you ain't did number 1 or 2 albums. What you retiring from? Retiring from where? You mean you just want to quit show business? Then sit your ass down somewhere and don't come back out. That's all you gotta do. You ain't had no long resume. You ain't had no long. No, Lotto. No. Go sit down. We do not need to know. Be very quiet. Reflect on life. Raise the baby. Say, you know what kind of life I want me and my baby to have. If that includes finding another person and mate or whatever and living that, okay, that's great. Or if he happens to get free out here, then me and him. And even as pretty as you are, you're underestimating your value. But I digress. Listen, girls. Retiring from what? What you retiring from? Oh yeah, about 4 sons talking about I'm retiring. Retiring? You girl, you just quit. Get the fuck out of it. I'm tired. I can't talk to it.
Why would a mother continue?
Like I quit. I don't want to do this no more. Like I just want to be a wife and a mom.
It's very.
Girl, you just talking. Sit down somewhere. Them hormones and emotions talking, and you might not want to do nothing. But when the first couple of bills happen, and your married man can't come through with the money like he's got a lot of money, don't he? You can be a kept woman if that's what you want to be. I don't know, but when that wife started controlling that pocket, there's such beautiful girls out here that are so slow. I think y'all done hit your head on a couple of things. Your mama must have dropped you a couple of times when you was little on your head. Something happened because y'all underestimating the power of your beauty. What you could do, who you could have. Come on. I don't quit talking about her. I'm done. I can't. Only thing I'm gonna say on this is retire from what, girl? Ain't no retirement. You ain't retiring. Shit. Fuck. You don't want to do it no more. Just
I quit. I don't want to do this.
You don't need no announcement for somebody who done did 4 sons. When people have only done 3 or 4 sons, they just sit their ass down somewhere. They ain't making no announcements. They just go and say we done, and you don't see them no more. You don't need no announcement from you. Okay, if it was somebody got a full history of albums and shit, I'd be like, okay, all right. Anyway. Lauryn Hill. I don't want to. It's Gemini season, okay? I'm trying to be nice because I'm on Gemini season. By the way, Drake, you're dumb. Let me talk about Drake and that horrible 3 albums. I know you're trying to get out your country, but that's the excuse you're giving. I think Kendrick whooped your ass so bad that you just sound sad. Drake, why would you put out an album? You are not a Scorpio who feels your intuition. Why would you put out an album close to Gemini season? Like, thank God the Gemini is not provoked by you. Okay, because if he was provoked, he could probably just come out with one song and just wipe you off the map. Scorpios, we gotta know you're not strategic, Drake. You gotta chill. Like, don't be coming out here doing those attacking people. He's letting the revenge factor. He's just not a Drake. Is not very. I don't want to talk about Drake either. But we are in Gemini, and I'm a Scorpio that's about to talk about this Gemini. Lauryn Hill. Y'all see her? I'm gonna read the excuse. Okay. Lauryn Hill reveals why she never released another studio album. This according to the Jasmine brand. Lauryn Hill is opening up about one of the music's biggest unanswered questions: why she never released another solo studio album after the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. The conversation started after a viral Instagram post from Frame explored Hill's disappearance from the spotlight following the success of her Grammy-winning 1998 debut. The post pointed to the industry pressure, battles over her desire to protect her personal, battles over creative control, emotional exhaustion, and her desire to protect her personal freedom as possible reasons behind her absence from the mainstream music world. Hill later entered the comments herself with a lengthy response saying, people rarely discuss the drain that comes with trying to create the drain. Nigga, you only did one album. What the fuck? What kind of drain? The drain. I understand it was a big album and you was winning all kind of awards and all this stuff. Then people come out. I understand what you're about to say, Lauren, but I'm about to get you in a minute. Okay, the drain that comes with trying to create with integrity inside the music industry. She also suggested the massive commercial success can sometimes corrupt art. That's true. I can agree with that. Writing the wild success can cause greed that begins to denigrate the art for the money. The singer reflected on the creation of both the score and the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, claiming neither project existed because artists were simply allowed to make them. Instead, she said the work required fighting for every inch. Hill also argued that systems fear they can't control, adding the creativity is strongest when it's free. Elsewhere in the comment, Hill compared parts of her experience to being a Harriet Tubman figure. Jesus. Girl, you're not a Harriet Tubman figure. Speaking difficult truths to power before certain doors were allegedly closed on her. She also defended artistic evolution, noting that creativity requires experimentation phases, even when audiences don't immediately understand the work. No, they don't want you playing in their face and playing with their money. You wanted to get weird on their ass, and they's like, nope, 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 nope. Fans quickly forwarded the comments praising Hill's honesty, with many calling her one of the most influential artists of her generation. Fram later thanked the singer for responding directly, calling her perspective words from the source and labeling her a legend forever. Lauryn Hill's not no legend. Stop it. She only got an album and a half and a possible. Shit, like when you playing spades and you got a book and a possible. I got 4 books and a possible. She got an album and a possible. This is the problem. She made a legendary album. But here's the real problem. Here's the real thing. This is a case of a motherfucker that think they got so deep. They think they really deep. Like it's not really got that deep. This is my personal opinion. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I do agree with everything you say, Lauren. I bet it's tough. But you know what? What the problem is these fans are still letting you eat. They still letting you play in their face with that one album and a possible. They still letting you play in their face. If they stop letting you play in their face, showing up, that they let you play in their face for about 15, 20 years, showing up late, talking about weird, I'm in the cosmos and I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm at I'm you know, God tell me when to come and blah, blah, blah. And I'm putting on my thing and call me Miss Hill. Fans continue to let you play in their face. for all these years. And then hold you accountable for none of it. They let you show up 6 hours late, 5 hours late, 10 hours late, 20 hours, don't show up at all. With one album. And that's how damn good that one album was. Nah, wait a minute. I ain't gonna give that album that. It was good, but let me give it the other part. The Fugees, okay? The memory of the Fugees. And that one album kept people coming. But I guarantee you that if people wasn't showing up at them shows, bitch, I bet you come out with an album real fast. Okay? The problem is you allowed to eat still. You allowed to come out. You should be so grateful and thankful for these fans that fell for the bullshit. They go see her anyway. She's a legend. Is she a legend or is she just don't want to be out here because she really a ratchet? Uh-oh. Is that what's going on? I don't want to talk about it because I love Lauren. I really do, but I got to talk about it because it's just been always this. I want to do my music with integrity and this and that. Bitch, do you live your life with integrity? Is the lifestyle integrity? Because the last time, I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm not saying that ain't nobody perfect out in these streets. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But I'm just trying to say this mofo try to come on like she in the clouds ethereal. I'm trying to be an artist with integrity and I foot in the room. They said you stole them to have them songs you didn't write. And a lot of people, a lot of musicians and stuff drug your ass to court and said, hold up. We helped you with some of that. Is it that this is what people say? And didn't they win? I'm not sure. I think they won. You have people coming out here years later talking about call me Miss Hill. Don't look me this way. Allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly. Don't do this, don't do that. But then for somebody a handful that only have one album. No. We're not gonna let this. We give her way too much. No. And who that album was about? We aren't even gonna bring that up. Why y'all let Lauren do this? I don't want to hear no more excuses, Lauren. The music wasn't the music being it wasn't this, and I just as an artist, I'm so full of great, and I want the most and the integrity, and I'm this and that. Oh my God, stop! Like, bitch, just like what? She's a Gemini. Okay, let me talk about that Gemini right quick. There's the ratchet Lauren and there's a spiritual Lauren. They fighting for dominance. The spiritual one tries to push the ratchet one out. She tries to create such dust and illusion that you don't understand the ratchetness that's behind it. And really, Lauren, that's what I think you're scared of. I remember a girl years ago, so beautiful, coming out, her first project as a solo artist, coming out of a relationship that wasn't that good, allegedly, putting her pen to paper, bearing her soul, and being so real with people, being so relatable, not in the fucking clouds, but being so relatable to people. So relatable to young women, sharing your story. I done been through a lot. I done did this. I'm not perfect. I'm not this and that. But you know what? I'm growing. I'm spiritual. I'm trying to be better. But this motherfucker that's out there now, it's too much integrity. I got too much this and that. You know, the music industry is this and that. She sound like one of them, hoteps when they real, like they done went over into La La Land. Like at first they was power to the people and stuff like that. And then you get hoteps that after a while they start believing they start believing delusions. Like they get that the stuff has messed them up so much. The way they see the world, they got some sort of prophetic view of the world, and the way the world they've seen it, it's destroyed them so much they go into a delusion of starting to kind of, how can I say it, starting to have godlike delusions. They start to take on the energy of trying to be a god, trying to take on the illusion of trying to instead of be having this thing and saying I need God. They start to be lost in the sauce. Like they get lost in thinking they some revolutionary. It's just, you know what I'm saying? This is Lauryn Hill, in my personal opinion. I mean, she's selling y'all a bunch of bullshit. Y'all done seen that the first album was so damn good. That's how good that album was. That she got mad because the record industry, yeah, they might have had some fool. I'm sure they did, Lauren. I ain't knocking that they ain't had no foolish shit they wanted you to do. But I also think Lauren got lost in the sauce. Lauren started believing her own hype, started believing she was a spiritual guru instead of the ratchet motherfucker she is. And then she started to believe all that stuff. And then it just went south. And then she just said, hey, you know what? I still got the miseducation to ride out off of. And y'all say, Carlotta, why are you calling Lauryn Hill ratchet? Because Lauryn Hill did some ratchet shit. And Lauryn Hill sitting up here trying to make y'all think she ain't ratchet. And I don't want to say that because everybody's human. Everybody does ratchet shit in their life. You know what I'm saying? But she is in this la la land. She come out here in these big ass dresses, makeup all over the place. And just in some world, I'm just really saying the truth. And just never takes accountability. Like fuck yeah, I didn't like the way the music industry was going. Perhaps I could have did another album. There were some things I felt was wrong. She can't never say that it's all about everything is the music industry's fault. Well, Lauren, what did you do? Perhaps she was having a bunch of babies. You had a lot of kids. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Babies is a blessing. But maybe they was like, damn, can you promote your album if you do put an album out here? Like, is we, like, y'all. Maybe you was busy being a mama, and that's okay too. Just say that. Maybe you had a quit like Lotto because you ain't retired either. You only got one album. How you gonna retire? Retire from what? You want to have them impossible. Shit, Lotto got more albums. Lotto got more albums than Lauryn Hill, probably. Shit, who else got more albums than Lauryn Hill? Shit, Cardi B, I think. What the fuck? It don't take much. Y'all been letting Lauren ride. That Lauren ride up. She been riding a miseducation long time. And she is living off of the death of the Lauryn Hill who came out that album, who came out of that relationship, who was the imperfect girl, who would show people she was imperfect, who would show people she was vulnerable, who would show people who she was, who would show people this person has become something different. I'm almost wanting to say maybe there's a diagnosis that could be happening there. I don't know. I ain't my business. I'm just saying, I ain't about to say I'm Dr. Cheyenne Brown, I'm a doctor or nothing. But maybe a doctor, she needs to see a doctor. Maybe she on a bipolar. Maybe a little scared. I don't know. That's not making fun of no mental illness. I'm just saying that the delusions of grandeur. And I like the Unplugged album. Don't get me wrong. It's one of the most powerful albums I ever heard. But she was acting weird too. Everything Here's the thing. This is the thing. To be a record companies, I know you hate. A lot of artists hate record companies, and they should. They be cheating and scamming. The whole music industry is a cheating scam. Okay, but you have to learn how to work within these industries if you want to be a recording artist. You got to learn to get smart. You got to learn to take accountability for yourself because it's a bunch of sharks out there. It's a bunch of all kind of things out there. So you have to be able to say, hey, you have to also have to look at yourself too, and make sure you're not the sabotager of yourself. All the things over the years, the last 15 to 20 years I've heard about Lauryn Hill, I don't really think it was just the record companies was bad. Yes, I bet they wanted you to do some clown shit after miseducation, Lauren. But is it really because you might have been scared you couldn't do one? I think you were scared, really. And maybe that should become said. I'm just scared the other one won't live up to the next one. Maybe you did get a lot of help. I mean, because I gotta think of it. You always been in a group scenario. The first group was the Prize and them and Wyclef and all of them. You was in that group, and they probably put to the energy of, not that Lauryn Hill is not a great talent, but they probably gave to a lot of the energy of the creative vibe of the Fugees albums. Then she goes on her own, and as they say, it's a lot of musicians in the studio, great musicians that are helping her. And then she gets angry, allegedly, because a lot of those musicians take her in the court, or they saying, hey, we helped on the album. Listen, nobody's usually an island, especially if you're making albums. It's usually other people in the studio helping you. Somebody say, hey, I like it how it sound like this. I like this to sound like that. Or maybe this and that. Lauren, if they did that, they helped your ass. I just think we at a point where we just don't understand that there is something. Yes, there's that one side of the Gemini who is that smart, beautiful, vulnerable girl, but then there's this other side that I feel is like this girl who can be arrogant, lacks accountability, thinks she's more grandiose and something special than she thinks she ought to be, than she is. Because I don't really want I can get down and dirty with it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong with him, man? I don't know. That's the rumors was out here. I don't know. Was he? I don't know. But that's what I'm trying to get y'all. I'm just trying to get y'all. Don't let all this stuff just talk. Lauryn Hill had. I think a lot of times, and there is this idea to want to be put up on a pedestal for absolutely nothing. You are a great artist. But I think that now that you think that there is this thing about you that feels like, and I really can't. I really can't really say. Here's what I'll say. This is a very interesting person. This is a person I think that y'all, and I think that she really, if she do herself a service to come out and be really who she is, really share her vulnerabilities, her hurts, her this and this. But this is somebody who be trying to act like she extra, like like it rubs me the wrong way with Lauryn Hill. Like, yeah, I ain't make no album because the industry's so dirty that and it just be like, you disrespectful. You wasn't, if you thought the industry was dirty, you didn't honor your fans enough. You allegedly you was showing up to concerts late, showing up, then making excuses why you gotta show up late. Then allegedly you had people who was helping you, trying to help you, and all this stuff, calling you missy, just nasty talk out here about you. And that was from regular people. That wasn't from no industry. Even that musician, a big time musician, had a lot to say about her, talking about how nasty she was and her attitude, allegedly. Now she was running around out here. I'm gonna tell the truth about you. She was running around out here saying Marlon, what's his name, was married. You was married to him. You wasn't married to him. Allegedly, they were saying, man, we married already. You got like you like him already taken. Ain't nothing. Y'all be calling women out here. Y'all calling Lotto ratchet. Is Lauren that different from Lotto? Now I'm willing to give people grace because I understand life happens. Shit, life be life, and I ain't trying to dog you. I ain't trying to be. I understand shit happen. People end up in some situations that you didn't expect. You can fall in love in places and things you didn't expect. But you want honor like you all that. Look, y'all be talking about y'all. If I place Lauryn Hill and Lotto together, and I say, who's ratchet? Y'all will all be talking about Lotto's ratchet. She's ratchet for messing with 21 Savage. Well, this motherfucker was out here with two, had a whole family. But why do we not call her ratchet? Because she put out a lot of songs that, that didn't talk about ratchetness. But really, she's a ratchet, but making spiritual songs and ratchet. Is that right? Should I say that? Yep. And I ain't got no problem with that. I could be, I be up here sometime. I preach and I'm ratchet. Hey, that's life. But to come on and be arrogant and man, the reason I ain't make, like, you too good to make an album in that industry. You all, girl, bye. You fit right on in. Girl, go make that album. Go sit down with somebody. You can't tell me there ain't some label out here that would take a Lauren. You know what, Lauren? I think you too deep. I think you done got too wild. You taking yourself way too seriously. I could tell when she walked out in them big ass dresses and stuff. People were talking about, oh, it was a good show. I said, no, that she kind of looked a little crazy. Y'all giving her nostalgia from Miseducation. Girls, you know you better watch out. And then I gotta say the lyrics too on that second Possible album, that Possible, the Unplugged. Woo, that girl's a lyricist. She can probably, to me, she best female rapper ever. But she is a ratchet. Okay, I'm here to remind you of who you are. Ratchet. Now I know what would Lauryn Hill say. I'm a godly woman now. All my shame, all my this and that. I can see her. I can see that. I can see her saying that. I can see her saying that. But yet she lives in. I don't feel like there's still a nastiness to her. Like when let me tell you something. When you meet people who have been through life things, it ain't that people perfect. Like you see some of the most crazy people I've seen in church have had the most crazy lifestyle. That's the most spiritual people. They done had and they got humility. They be like, man, I'm a mess. It ain't, listen. Yeah, this industry is tough, but yeah, I could have did this better. I could have did that. She never has anything to say about herself. When people try to criticize her about her attitude, when people try to criticize her ass about her being late, it's always some crazy fucking excuse. It's always some crazy added thing that don't got nothing to do with her. She don't have, it's not me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. And then what really, y'all, because y'all looking at the greatness of the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, y'all not looking at the person behind it. Y'all giving her a lot of grace for that one album and the possible. She been able to have, it's a magician trick, really. Shit. I don't know. She didn't shit. I don't know. She didn't did a little magician. I don't know. She didn't put spell. I don't know what, but listen. And you really don't see the vulnerable. You see, really, it ain't no different than Lotto. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. She was the first Lotto. God dang, I'm done. Cause y'all be disrespecting Lotto out here. But y'all want to get in here for grace all the time. I'm gonna quit talking about it because I really think something else is going on. I think maybe we might not know about, maybe something else is going on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So this is to me, Lauren's a case where you didn't have that whatever kind of penis you done had done put you in cray cray, put you in doolululu. Let me stop. Lauryn Hill, nah, on the real. Lauryn Hill is a great artist. I can't give her legend. She only got one album in the possible out here. It's a lot of people that work through the bullshit of the industry and work through all kind of mess and work through all kind of things to get their goals done, to reach their audience, to get their people to do what they do, and they understand that that industry is going to come with ups and downs, ugliness, all kinds of things. They don't make excuses for it. Yes, they don't like a lot of stuff. People talk about it. Prince, who was a great artist. And I'm not trying to say compare you to Prince because you only got one album. I can't put it in Impossible. I can't compare you to Prince. But Prince had all kind of shit with the music industry. You could have put the album out on your own. I just think this is a bunch of bullshit y'all getting from Lauryn, and y'all take that bullshit from Lauryn. Y'all take her saying all kind of crazy stuff. It rains in June. It snows in the mountain, on the top of the mountain. That's why I couldn't do it. This and that. Y'all don't. I'm God's child. I'm God. I'm God. Y'all get scared to talk about her. No, she's a ratchet. Moving on. No excuse. I don't buy the excuse for no album. It's bullshit. But Carlotta, you really like her. You want an album? I do want an album for Lauryn. I got to get mean to Lauryn because, people get mean. I had one of my friends get mean with me. What my friend said to me the other day, she said, Heifer, you could have did this. You could have been and did that. She was telling me about something. Said, you just been scared to do. I said, you damn right. Man, I should be ashamed of that. She's like, you should be. Shit. Yeah, tell me what it was. I said, bitch, I'm going to tell you who you are. I'm going to tell you in your face. I was like, dang. It hurt, but it was right. It was tight, but it was right. I hated what she said. I was like, dang, it's true. And she was getting on me because I was supposed to be doing this particular thing. She wanted me, that a couple of my friends really wanted me to get back into music. And I've really been ignoring. I'm like, do I really want to sing? I don't really. And then she tried to tell me she had to read my ass about music. I was like, ooh. I remember she sent me a video of T.J. Moses. She said, you ain't got no fucking, look at how this woman moving. I was like, uh-oh. I said, she been out there a while. Girl, shut the fuck. Then told me about myself. But it was ugly. It was ugly what she said, but she was right. Shoot, I had to go listen to Man in the Mirror. I'm starting with the Man in the Mirror. It was so ugly. I was like, damn, she right. Oh my God, it's me. Oh, it's an ugly truth. And that's what friends do for each other. That's what people who love each other, they come through sometimes with ugly truths we don't want to hear. Even when I don't want to hear it, I'll be like, no. But you got to hear it. Sometimes people got to remind you of the ratchet. I don't never want to remind people because people go through things with it. But the reason why I said the ratchetness about Lauryn Hill, because Lauryn Hill has put herself up in this thin cloud like she can't be touched. And she ain't did enough to do that. She ain't asked y'all for enough grace to do that. But she expects y'all to treat her like she a princess when she was out here for years. See, she was making music that was healing, that was powerful. But really, I always tell people what's behind spirit, very spiritual people, look at always their background. Because a lot of times we be the worst. I mean, we be having our trauma, our troubles, our things. And sometimes we're spiritual because listen, I'm spiritual because I need God. Because I'm a mess. I ain't up here playing with you. I ain't trying to say I don't need him. I needed him. I'm like, Lord, I got a ratchet side. I got a ratchet side. Well, what's the name? What's the song? What's the song? We're making a sign. Her, but Beyonce, that's me. Ratchet, bougie, classy. I'm a savage. Ratchet, bougie, classy. That's why I need God. Okay. This girl acting like she don't need nobody. So you got to remind her, bitch, let me tell you who you are. Okay, so you can be reminded that you need God and you this fan base and all this stuff. You need to remember where you came from, so that you can know where you're going, so you can stop being delulu. Act like you out here. It's nothing wrong with thinking you a queen. It's nothing wrong with restoring your systems and your values. But has she really restored them? Because the way y'all be out here on Lotto and not on Lauryn Hill is wow. I mean, Lauryn Hill allegedly didn't just do what she did. Let me shut up. I'm done. Okay, y'all just give her way too much. Y'all give her way too much weight. And she's not a legend. She's a great person that made a really nice album. I can't give Lauryn that because I think Lauryn is far more capable of so much more. There's so much power in Lauryn Hill. I can't even sit, I can't even listen to her excuses and bullshit. That could come and see back in 19 and see back then. It's been years. Not one person record exec you could talk to, not one person all those years. And listen, I think you had a lot more leverage probably coming off of the miseducation of Lauryn Hill than you thought you had. I just think they saw you as the Lulu. I'm quit talking. You're wasting my time. Y'all be out here listening, buying all that, taking them excuses. Yeah, and see what happened was, and they was trying to get me down, and I'm a integrity. I like making my artistry with integrity, and I'm like, really? We ain't got time. Moving on. Women, y'all got to be careful about who you date out in the streets. I have heard so many stories about women being off by these men, killed. First of all, fellas, people had a right, and women too. People don't gotta stay with you. Ain't nobody your property. This ain't 1910. What kind of cray craze are y'all out in these streets? Unless somebody you doing in some sort of self-defense, you ain't got no right to be taking somebody's life. It's a terrible story. This is from the Neighborhood Talk. It says Alabama rapper Lee Spell allegedly killed his baby mama in murder-suicide. Social users claim he went live after the murder and accused her of being set to testify against him in prior case. Now, allegedly, there's rumors out here. Let me give y'all a little background. Allegedly, there's rumors out here that this man, that she was set to testify. I guess they was doing something illegal or something happened together or something like that. Sound like she was tired of the bullshit. And she didn't want to be a part of it. She got a child by him. Why he didn't see that? Like, don't you want your baby to be raised right? Don't you want your child to be, I don't know what the hell's going on. Why would you kill the only parent your child might have? This is how selfish and crazy some of these people are. That's why you got a lot of girls. I got to be careful who y'all got to get pregnant by. I remember there's a person in my family told me one time, and they said they regretted. One of years ago, one of my family members told me they regretted getting the only abortion they got. They regretted it, but they said they had to because the person was a monster. They said I just never did that. Let myself do that kind of stupid thing no more. She said I couldn't have, and I felt bad because that ain't the child's fault. But she was saying the man was such a monster. And a lot of you girls get pregnant by a lot of monsters. I ain't saying don't have no baby. No, baby ain't got nothing to do with that. That person just misinterpreted things. Baby ain't got nothing to do with the person that you see how you raise that child, how you bring that child up. But some of these men are monsters, and a lot of y'all don't know them. Y'all sleeping with them. Y'all laying in bed. Some of these women is monsters. The same thing for the men. Having babies with them and all kind of stuff. And then y'all having a fight for a peace of mind after you get with these fools. You realize they ain't got no values and anything, ethics and morals. And you done already slept with him and had a kid. This isn't this food talk, because it ain't really nothing he can say. He's a coward for doing that. Well, let's go.
Oh, bro. Nigga don't understand, but like on TV, nigga, like somebody you took care of, somebody you made sure was straight, bro. She went against me, nigga. The first time my baby mama tried to go against me, nigga, on my baby, nigga, the first time she tried to go against me, I took a plea deal so she didn't do it, nigga. That's how bad it hurt me the first time. The first time it hurt me so bad, nigga, I took a plea deal. I was willing to go do 5 years in prison, nigga, just so it didn't show, like, just so that shit didn't hit the net, just so folk didn't know, like, well, your baby mama testified on you, nigga. I took a plea deal. But that hoe was that mad that we couldn't be together, nigga. Like, that mad to the point where she was willing to testify on me, fool. I'm talking on a murder case. She ain't got no knowledge of, fool. She went and told these folks I came to the house throwing up, nigga. I shot so many niggas. There ain't no reason for you to say I went and throw it up, nigga. How many niggas done felt this bitch? I ain't throw it up. Nigga. They felt this bitch so many times. So why the fuck would I start throwing up today, bro? You hear me? Man, cuz, listen, bro. If y'all need to come down this bitch, if you fuck me, I love you, go, it ain't gonna be no more, bro. I can't live with knowing I did no shit like that. I can't live with knowing that I whacked up for trying to go against me, bro. They go lie, nigga. I took care of my child, nigga, on TV. I took care of my child, nigga. She ain't did nothing. She ain't buy my child no clothes or shoes or nothing. Nigga, I bought all that. I ain't no guy, nigga. I don't want none of my homeboys getting on their bed like I'm a guy, nigga. I ain't no guy, nigga. TB, nigga, so many niggas dead right now. On my baby, Gabriel Williams, whatever his name is, I whacked him on TB, nigga, 2 shots. But this shit real life, boy. My life, nigga, I just fucking killed my baby mama, bro. I just killed my child mama, bro. Nigga don't understand, but like, on TV, nigga, like, somebody you took care of, somebody you made sure was straight, bro. She went against me, nigga. The first time my baby mama tried to go against me, nigga, on my baby, nigga.
There is no excuse for this kind of behavior. If she did all the things she said you said she did to you, then you picked the coward's way. You should have stayed and fought the fight. But to kill her and to kill yourself and leave your child childless, that proves that she was motherfucking right. And most of the times when people say, she wanted to be with me, well, it seemed like you had the upper hand there. If she wanted to be with you, why would she testify against you? She want to be with you. Well, she's you mad at me. She this and that. You proved everything that she said right. Anybody who do this is worse than worse. I don't know what kind of person she was, but you the murderer. You the one out of control. You the dumb on the internet telling everybody, my baby, my baby. It's because a lot of y'all don't have no sexual discipline. You the one screwed her and had a baby with her, and now you don't want to take no accountability. My baby, I went to jail. See, I went to jail for her. I went to this and that. I bet you was in on it. I bet you was doing some ratchetness too. It ain't no excuse. Like, be a man and say, you know what, damn, I messed up. Damn, I got with a ratchet. I ain't saying this girl's ratchet. I don't know what it is, but it would have been different if he said, but I'm gonna live, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, this and that, make sure I stay away from her, try to do best, get my kids, and that's what real men do. They don't be out here killing their baby mamas. What happened to me? Unless now it'd be different if she was doing something to you and you was trying to defend yourself. I'm not, but this case right here, men don't defend this. This is stupid. Y'all been, and a lot of y'all men, I saw some men trying to defend this. There ain't no defense. Nobody's it's not no defense. It's crazy. And women, you know you gotta show enough food. Why play? Why play? Why play? Take accountability. I bet she knew this was a fool. She wasn't taking it seriously. Playing in his face. I'm testifying you, laying back and forth, probably playing in his face. Now, she shouldn't have been shot, no. But then, some of y'all gotta leave these men alone. And take them seriously when they be threatening your life. So the rumors was somebody saying it in the comments. They didn't post the whole story. He also said they were setting up men together. And a lot of times in these type of relationships, why would you have your woman out here? It's always the man's fault. Even if she encouraged it. Anytime the woman is always going to be the weaker thing. You a man. Ain't no way you should let no woman tell you, we gonna set men up. We gonna set these niggas up and we gonna rob them. You know right from wrong. I don't care what the hell if it was her or whoever the fuck it was, you knew you shouldn't have been setting nobody up. And guess what happens when you set people up together? I don't care. Ain't no such thing as no snitches. These all of them snitches. They all turn into snitches. Y'all must ain't seen 48. Most of them turn into snitches. Very few don't turn into no snitches. Because it's just human. They start telling, oh yeah, we robbed you. And yeah, she don't want to be in jail. So yeah, she gonna tell on you. And you shouldn't have no person that you claim is your woman out here setting nobody up. You know how much danger that could be? There's no excuse for this man. Shut the fuck up. There's no excuse. No man would have who loved his woman and really cared about her would be out here letting her set people up for him to rob, or allegedly, if that's what happened. Nobody. And if she wanted to keep doing it, a man be like, nah, you doing that on your own. No excuse. There's no excuses. And a lot of you girls I do like this song. I ain't gonna lie. It's a ratchet song. Young Miami said, well, you scamming ass niggas said this was that's just my song in my head. I don't want no scamming ass. No. This is really what a scammer looks like. setting up people and having you do stuff for my man. I tell women all the time, watch For My Man. You see the biggest dummies of all time on For My Man. No excuse for killing your baby mama. There's none. Unless she was trying to hurt you. No excuse. I saw something on the other day about women who don't want kids are losers. Okay, so let's take a listen.
Kids feel like you're useless being a woman.
Really?
You know
So
what I
a
mean?
woman's existence
like-
is tied into having kids.
I mean, that's one like tangible thing, like thing that we couldn't do.
Yeah.
Even if we,
If you
I don't care how if you tried,
Right,
like
right.
you're not giving birth as
Biology,
a man.
right.
You know.
So if a woman
And
doesn't,
it's just like as a man, it's just
Yeah.
like I mean, these is how a man thinks. Like
Okay.
that's a loser woman.
so is Oprah
So
a
that's
loser?
loser.
Is Oprah a
Huh?
loser?
Yes.
Okay.
Money ain't like what the fuck money. Like, that shit gonna go in the ground with her.
A woman who doesn't want kids is a loser. And you
Hmm.
say Oprah a loser because money is not everything.
And if you're not having kids, feel like you're useless being a woman.
Really?
You know
So
what I
a
mean?
woman's existence
like-
is tied into having kids.
I mean, that's one like tangible thing, like thing that we couldn't do.
Yeah.
Even if we,
If you
I don't care how if you tried,
Right,
like
right.
you're not giving birth as
Biology,
a man.
right.
You know.
So if a woman,
Y'all gotta stop letting these idiots get on podcasts, but I understand. Listen, this is why we got the hand. This is why I feel like society's not that off from the Handmaid's Tale and the Testaments. Fools like this. There are women who have various reasons for life other than being a mama. I love the idea. I'm a mama at heart. I don't have any children, but I'm a mama at heart. Okay. I mama the people around me that God gives me certain things and blah blah blah. But I don't gotta have no babies. I don't got no babies. And I don't feel like I'm less of anything. I understand that God has a plan for my life. And while I may not be a physical mother, I'm a mother to the universe. See, people don't understand that there are women who there are women who have physically had children but have no maternal instincts, no maternal order. So that's bullshit. I always say that me and this is some idiot talking. You have some women who may not be mothers, but they're great teachers. And kids come into their classroom every day and they mother them and encourage them and inspire them. And some of them maybe not have the time that their own mother had. Some of my greatest inspirations were teachers. I had a teacher when I was growing up, when my grandmother had to go on the road and stuff like that sometimes, and I couldn't go, or my grandfather had to go on the road. I had a teacher, Miss Marshall. Her and her family had some of the best impact. I used to spend so much time with her and her family. I'd go over their her house on the weekend. She was a single mother. She had an older daughter, but she was another mother to me. Very powerful. She helped me, encouraged me in so many things, introduced me to so many things. Then I had a woman that wasn't a mother who I remember, and she used to let me come to her house. She was a teacher. Used to talk to me, pour into me so much stuff and everything. Didn't have no kids, but she was a mother. Shut the fuck up. Women have all kind of that. With somebody y'all getting mad about Tracy Ross. See, what y'all hate is women like Tracy is controlling their destiny and they ain't been caught up like Lotta. You don't have to have children to prove useful. There's a lot of women who had children that shouldn't have had them. And they are not useful because they had babies. We all have different things to fulfill in this life. And only an idiot thinks a woman is supposed to, your job is just to have some babies. I wouldn't even want no man to be my child's father thinking that. I wouldn't even want to have no baby with these. Y'all don't be listening to some of these men to talk. Ooh, they would scare me. Y'all be like, oh Lord, what a dum-dum. I think most women are put in the world and to want to procreate and stuff like that. That's how we get the world. That's how we get people in the world. But sometimes mothers don't come in the form of they don't have the children. Sometimes, like Oprah, he talking about Oprah useless. Shut the fuck up. What an idiot. Oprah, even though I don't like how Oprah has done certain things, but Oprah has put up schools, mothered so many young people, gave so many people things to college and everything. She couldn't have did that if she had did it. She had 500 kids. But she's been able to give so much back and give so many things. What are you talking about? She useless. The fuck you talking about? You ain't nothing but it ain't about money. That's you a dummy. You the one thinking about money. He the one thinking about money. He think money's important because he don't understand that Oprah really, it's not really about just Oprah's money. He don't understand the things that she's been able to do with that money, the places and the people she's been able to touch. Even if I don't like some of the stuff she said or some of the things she's done, she still has a legacy that is very powerful and she don't got no kids. The fuck is people be talking about? People be talking some crazy shit. I just did last week, Mother Teresa. You know how powerful Mother Teresa? They'll be talking Mother Teresa probably centuries from now. She'll be in the history books. Shut the fuck up. And she has so many kids and people that she probably mothered and fostered and loved on. Don't let these idiots up here. Y'all scare me out here. I don't even know why I put it up because it's just such a dumb thought. Let me look at the comments. And this is from Kirby _ comedy. Somebody said, did you have kids and they say your value goes down? Right. Some of you saying if a man was allowed to carry a kid, they would cherish an heir. This is how you get societies of the Handmaid's Tale. I'm gonna just tell y'all this right now, okay? Y'all gotta watch out for people like this and letting this is nuts. Every person will not create biologically. Every person won't get married. So y'all stop. That's crazy. Idiot. I had a friend years ago who was telling me they were thinking she was older at the time, and she was like, "I don't have any children, whatever." But she was dating a guy who he didn't have any children too, and he was close to her age. And she said she felt bad because she felt like, "Oh well, what if I want to have kids with him, or what if I can't?" Because then does he feel like he would want kids and stuff like that? And she felt that she ended the relationship because she felt. Even though he was telling her, I don't care. I just rather be just not. She just felt like the kids thing was so important. You just have to understand people's values. Some people don't want kids. Some people have kids, do kids a different way. Some people got great nieces and nephews. They great aunties. They great uncles. They great godmamas. They great big sisters. People be saying wild stuff out in these streets. It's a wild world we live in. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay, this little girl talks about why she quit her job. I found this really interesting. I'm going to talk about, let her talk why she quit her job.
At the same time, I've almost been.
Oh, y'all can't hear her.
I actually tend to overperform in the beginning. It's just that after.
Okay.
I can't take care of my basic needs and work 40 hours. What if the most powerful is a week at the same time? I've almost been fired from every job that I've ever had, and it's not because I'm not smart. I actually tend to overperform in the beginning. It's just that after some time, I inevitably burn out once I wake up one day and realize that I haven't taken a shower in like 3 weeks. If I could take care of my basic needs and work full time, I would have done that by now and then some. It's a form of self-sabotage to honestly be putting so much energy into these executive functioning skills at work and not have anything left to give myself. And it's like a part of me does feel insane by quitting at the verge of a recession, but it's like if I actually want to build a future for myself and get there in one piece, taking care of myself has to become my full-time job.
This is the most gutless generation, I swear. Thank God these people weren't in charge of landing at Jamestown or settling the West, because we literally wouldn't have a country. If you can't work a full-time job where that is literally your only responsibility in the world without forgetting to shower for 3 weeks, there is something diagnosably wrong with you. Self-care is not a full-time occupation. The world does not owe you the space and the funding to just sit around thinking about your own wellness or whatever. And this philosophy represents far too many people. If this culture cannot grow a spine and quickly, we are well and truly screwed.
So I quit my job.
Okay, that's from Real Brit Hughes. I found it interesting what she said. And Brit, I get it. Real Brit Hughes, I get this. When I heard this, I was like, what the hell? Okay. But then I had to think. We Gen Xers might be a little jealous. You know what I'm saying? These Gen Zs be doing some of the most. I be like, this mother. Like, some of my little people, I be like, younger people, I be like, the fuck? Like, you little dumbass, you can't do that. And listen, I'm not saying that the youth can't use the wisdom. You always can use the wisdom of the older people. But what I find interesting is these Gen Zs, they be like, they don't feel like they need to work long hours. They don't feel like they need to do this. They don't feel like they need to do that. And it be working out for them. I got one person in my family, this little girl, I remember she ran away from home, child. You know what she ran away from home to? A mansion. Rich friends. Man, I didn't want to stay there no more. I mean, listen, they gutsy. Do I agree with it? No. But I also come from a generation where they taught you need to work. We need to you need this and that. I call us the last responsible generation, but what have we learned? A lot of Gen Zers are not Generation Xers, didn't get to live their dreams, didn't get to do this, didn't get to do that. They was too busy. Like, don't put your eggs in one basket. These motherfuckers will put their eggs in one basket. No, they will, because they got y'all to fall back on. They got insurance, so they 26. They can live at home. Some of them y'all buying houses for, y'all paying their rent, all that stuff. So they got time. They can sit there, they can be like, shit, I ain't gotta get no full-time job. And when you got all that working for you, why should you? And here's the funny thing: a lot of them will because they can do that. They will get out there and they will probably do some great things. Now, I'm not saying quit your job. I don't think that's smart. But what I'm saying is, I know some people who crazy, like they ain't got no fear. When you got people who crazy ain't got no fear, they do the wildest, stupidest. Where I be like, just look at this fool, and it has worked for them because they ain't had no. If you a person with a lot of fear, you can't do what this little girl talking about. Okay, she talking about quitting. I'm stressed out. I can't even take a bath for 3 weeks, and I'm blah blah blah. I'm like, this man ain't taking no bath. But listen, I'm telling you, this may push her. These kids just got a different mindset. Like, it may push her to do some wild stuff, and especially she living there where you got your parents to back you up. She ain't telling the whole story. A lot of these Gen Zers got parents backing them up. Now, this is the generation you could be on your health care, your mama's in health care till you 26. Bitch, if I could have been on my grandma's health care till I was 26, I've been out here. I don't know if I would want to see the full time. You up here, but I did have a person who did. Listen, I knew a person who they family did everything, and she was able to do so much crap because her family kind of gave her a cushion. Now, I'm not saying make them late, but I'm not saying make them. A lot of the Gen Zers, they don't got no oomph, but then a lot of them do. And I'm talking about the ones who got oomph. Maybe some of them who got these kind of maybe full-time jobs are not the exact way for them to go. Maybe they have some sort of business idea, or maybe some sort of other thing that is not. And maybe if you're already taking care of your kids and doing so much for them, maybe you shouldn't just push them to the full time. At sitting down maybe and have that conversation about what is it that you want to do. How can I help you, especially if you have the money? How can I help you achieve your goals? Or maybe you're a parent and you don't mind that kid moving back home if they ain't crazy or nothing like that. You don't mind them staying back home. Hey, you can stay here for a minute. What do you want to do? I like to do be a rapper. I don't know why I picked that. Okay, but you need to make sure the kid got it. Are they in the studio? Are they recording? Are they writing stuff? All that kind of stuff. You might give them the cushion to say, okay, I'll give you a couple years here to get off the ground, because some of them are just not. They are very different generation, and they see work as the kind of era we grew up in. They see it as restrictive. And I remember seeing people like that when I was growing up who saw stuff like that as restrictive part of Generation X. And baby, some of the ones that didn't have no fear, they would do wild stuff, like quit their job, do wild stuff, move this place, and it would end up working out for them because they just didn't have no fear. They was like, this don't feel good, this don't feel right, I'm out. And you be like, bitch, what you gonna do for money? And that wouldn't be their fear. Even if they was out sleeping in their car, they just wouldn't have fear. Their boldness was able to propel them to do wild stuff. So I'm just saying, Generation Xers, we might not understand this kind of nonsense, but in some senses, this might be the thing to help her. She might be on to something, because a lot of us got stuck into certain things. Some of y'all still at full-time jobs y'all hate. Listen, if this kid, you already take care of this food, and you like, you like, oh Lord, they don't do it, they ain't doing good. And she said, I done got laid off from a full-time job, all the jobs I done ever had. When you see that kind of stuff, you need to sit down with your kid and have a discussion about what you really want. Let's get it, let's help. Give them some cushion. Yeah, a lot of them is weak asses. I ain't gonna lie, because y'all done made them that way. But at the same time, some of them really do have some their boldness, even though it looked like craziness to us. It looked like when we saying, don't jump off that bridge, you seeing somebody standing at the top of a bridge getting ready to jump off. And you like, don't, you gonna kill yourself. You gonna kill yourself. And they jump off, and then all of a sudden they just start floating, and then they start swimming to shore. Sometimes you gotta let them jump, because in jumping, it might take them to someplace powerful. I'm not saying all these kids are smart. A lot of them is idiots, but some of them really be, I don't know, it be really working for them. I've seen it. And maybe your thing as a parent is to help them construct where they're trying to go. And if you got some money or a space or some time, or you can pay some rent or something like that, help them with that. A lot of times we get so constructed, like, you can't keep a full-time job, you can't and what's your problem? You kind of crazy or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Everybody working out here and blah, blah, blah. But if you got something in your household, if you got extra money, or if you got extra time, and you know they really sad at something at their job, or they're not doing well at it, you might say, hey, here's what we'll do. Why don't you work for a little bit part-time? We'll cover the rent, or you come stay with us. If you think they serious, I ain't talking about no fool that's out here just playing games. I'm talking about somebody who's serious about finding a career path, finding what they want to do, and give them some breathing room. Y'all already got them on your insurance, so you're 26. As long as they serious about it. Okay, so that's what I say in that say. It sounded, at first I was about to go in on her like that lady, but then I thought, you know what? I've seen this actually work for them. This is the generation, like this generation is so bold. They telling people, I don't want to come to work 5 days a week. Or they take vacations in the middle of the week. And people, the people shocked. Some of the structures, the business structures are shocked by them and saying, hey, they can't keep their job. They don't know how to spell it. But I'm trying to tell you, this is a little bit of a different generation. And in some senses, all that crazy stuff they're doing might change society in a lot of ways for the better. It might make people reconsider do we need to, how do we need to restructure how we approach jobs and work? Has the generation changes, has technology gets better, how things, it's worth looking at. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying all these fools are smart. It's dumb to quit your full time job. I'm just saying, but sometimes, I mean, people take a leap. I ain't ready to knock her. Moving on from that story, I just thought that was really interesting. Okay. Let's see. Trying to see if I want to tell you, let y'all hear this. This was on. Okay, I'm gonna play this for y'all. This is Ray Daniels talking about how tells a true story about evil music industry. Okay.
I'm not gonna say who, but the chairman of the company is like, we talking about one of our biggest artists, and this nigga's having trouble. He's like, he's in a happy relationship. So he's having career trouble, but he's in a happy relationship. And I remember the chairman being like, man, we gotta get this nigga away from her and back on drugs. Nigga, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I swear to God, I'm like, oh, this is what they was warning me for. Yeah, I ain't say nothing, bro. I just sat there. 3-4 months later, that same artist broke up with the girl, got on drugs, and became one of the biggest artists in the world. So was he wrong, or was he just saying what he knew people were? Right? Because that's when it gets deep. Because when he said it, Joe, I was like, this nigga the devil. And then 6 months later, the nigga's back on top, and I'm like, well, was he the devil? Or was he right? Really quick, I'm in a staff meeting. This is the first time I knew I was in the evil business. I'm in a staff meeting. I'm not gonna say who, but the chairman of the company is like, we talking about one of our biggest artists, and this nigga's having trouble. He's like, he's in a happy relationship. So he's having career trouble, but he's in a happy relationship. And I remember the chairman being like, man, we gotta get this nigga away from her and back on drugs. Nigga, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I swear to God, I'm like, oh, this is what they was warning me for. Yeah, I ain't say nothing, bro. I just sat there. 3-4 months later, that same artist broke up with the girl, got on drugs, and became one of the biggest artists in the world. So was he wrong, or was he just saying what he knew people were?
Interesting.
Right, because that's when it gets deep.
I believe that. Yes, I believe that, and I do believe sometimes people this could happen in the music. I've heard stories like this before too, about people being too happy in the music industry, about moving certain people. A lot of times toxicity is what fuel a lot of these artists. A lot of them have been in touch with demonic entities that encourage their careers instead of being in touch with good things. A lot of their music and vibes and stuff like that we celebrate and everything comes from toxic places, and usually that is demonic energy. Okay. And so when they get cleared of that demonic energy, they need to find other ways to be creative. I mean, you have to find a way to deliver a sad love song when you haven't been heartbroken in a while. We as actors know how to do that because we know how to act and feel touched by emotions and things, and we have recall from emotions maybe we felt before or something like that. Singers have to learn the same thing. And you have to be able to get. And a lot of times what I think too, what happens is when they're in new relationships, sometimes people are so focused on the relationship. When you fall in love with somebody, you get so obsessed with somebody, and sometimes there's that time when there isn't that clearing. Now, I'm a mofo. All my people used to tell me this. They tell me, I used to like for you to go to work. I like for you to be singing practice, whatever the hell you do. Going to work, shit. I be like, wait a minute, don't be all up under me. And so what happens a lot of times, I think, with artists, and this, when he talked about it, when an exec sees an artist and he's happy and he's not on drugs anymore, and the music is suffering. Sometimes it's because they could be demonically influenced. That's one thing. But another time is because maybe they're in a relationship with somebody who does not have also the thing to influence them musically, to encourage them to be in the studio. A lot of times women, once they've been in these romantic relationships, like you get into a romantic relationship tonight, like if I'm in tonight, say Lenny Kravitz, you know what I'm saying? I can see out these streets, I can go over there, hang out with Lenny. Okay, Lenny and me might like each other. We might really have a good time and everything. But after a little bit, I'm gonna say, Lenny, don't you got some music to make? Don't be out under me all day. I'm attracted to the rock and roll star too. Shit, I ain't just attracted to your ass sitting up under me all day. See, sometimes women don't. Sometimes they get the wrong girl who don't know how to push them. Also, I had a family member years ago who told me, let me tell you what's most just important has been in love with somebody and everything. She said it's also important to get somebody who encourages you in the direction you need to go in. If you got a man that ain't encouraging you to be that person you need to be and stuff like that, second guess them. I don't care how much in love you in. If they ain't encouraging you to do the work, to do what you need to do, and they want to lay up under you all day and stuff, they sabotaging you. I had a woman tell me that years ago. They sabotage her. I don't care how much it look good. Sometimes it's not that. Sometimes executives got it wrong. Sometimes it's a sabotager in there. You might be feeling good. You sitting the coochies out and the cooch cat all day and all that stuff. But sometimes they there to sabotage you. And a lot of times these dudes be stressed out from these industries, and so they stressed out from the music industry, and they go run it like coochie become Calgon. Like I said, dick become Calgon, coochie becomes Calgon. And they just like, I want to have sex. I just want to be with her all day and everything like that. And she don't care because she might be getting out of benefits, especially if you got money. You going out on yachts every day, you shopping sprees. But I'm a person that understand them shopping sprees. I'll be like, Lenny, hold up. It's been a nice week or two. But shouldn't you be at this too? Unless you off right now. If you off right now, I understand. But when's the next time you gonna be in the studio? When the next time you being on tour? Because I'm attracted to a doer. I want you to be doing. I like you. I'm attracted. That's a part of what I'm attracted to. I'm attracted to that you doing it. I ain't attracted to you being all up under me. I'm attracted to that too. So I think that's what happens with those guys. When he said that music, but it's evil how they thought. They said, we're going to break her ass up. So you know that if you a man and you get involved, let me tell you girls, if you good for a dude and who's in these type of industries, play your hands subtly. You can't let because it's mofos who see you coming. And you might shake up the bag. You might shake up their bags. It's people around you looking at you. When these dudes is the money for all this is a secret. This is what some of y'all women need. This is what Robin Givens. Somebody should tell Robin Givens' ass and her mama's ass this years ago about Mike Tyson. When you coming into somebody's life and everybody around this person is used to living a certain way, they used to him being high all day. smoking and drugging. They can take advantage of them. They can do whatever the fuck they want to run around, do all this kind of stuff. Blah, 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 blah. And here you come in there influencing. You the influence. You the new influence and stuff like that. Watch it. Influence from a distance. Don't let your car be seen. Don't come in there. I don't like him taking that. Don't come. Matter of fact, don't let him even see you. Because they'll try to get rid of you and they'll figure out all kind of ways to get rid of you. First of all, he need to do that on his own. You can be the encouragement of that. But a lot of times what happens is like when Robin Givens and they came in there trying to change, allegedly, trying to change stuff and everything. And all the people around him that was eating off of Mike, like Michael say, you a vegetable. They eat off of you. They was all eating off of Mike, right? And so because they was all eating off of Mike, they couldn't, they couldn't, I mean, they was all scared about their position changing because of her place in there. He needs to be the person. You could be the puppeteer behind the scenes, but don't let nobody know you the puppeteer. Because these people will get you out. You interfering with their bag. It be managers and everybody that done got used to this man living a certain way and being a certain way and everything. And here you coming in with your brand new ass and telling them you shouldn't really let them do this with you. You did it and sometimes you gotta watch certain men because they go back and tell their people, yeah, she told me I need to such and such told me that. You gotta say, don't tell them I told you shit. Just do what you need to do. You got to make sure he look like he the boss of his own moves, because other than that, they will start to try to break you up. They will start looking for shit on you. I'm telling you, they will start putting private investigators on your ass, all kind of stuff. That bitch is this. That bitch broke. And pretty soon he'll be back in his thing because they want him right back where he is. No. And for the people out there, I'm going to tell you men this, celebrity men and all this stuff, you better be careful. Always showing off your new girlfriend and all that. Sometimes don't, especially if she influenced. Quietly be saying, don't, hey, I want it to go slowly. My change has to look like it's from me. I know you inspiring me and stuff like that, but I know I'm around a lot of slicksters. Don't be so quick to show that new girlfriend because they all looking at her. And if she ain't within the system, she there to shake up the system. Okay, you gotta watch it. Okay, when they there to shake up the system, you gotta watch it. And you gotta watch if you know you there to shake up the system. Okay, you seeing all this crazy stuff around, and you like, the fuck going on here? You seeing your rapper boyfriend got too many hangers on. Everybody, he paying for everybody's drinks and ice cream and cookies and everything like that. And then he half the day he don't know. You like, And suddenly he with you and you just tell him, hey, do you know how much money you got? You asking him the questions that matter. And you hoping he changing his life. First of all, you shouldn't be giving him no coochie because if he's that dumb, don't give nobody no coochie just in that kind of situation. Don't be just being a friend and encouraging them to look at certain things, to look under the hood of his life, to look at changing his life. People will come after you. People will kill you for that. So be careful when you are that. Okay? Especially when there's these men make so much money. And people around them make money off of them. I'm just telling y'all, okay? You got to watch it. Be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. Go up in there real quiet. That's what happened. Robin Givens went up there. Mike, they cheat you and this and that. And pretty soon it was all in the news. She a gold digger. She did. They was ruining her reputation. And then Mike did find out several years later they was robbing his ass. Not saying she wasn't gonna rob him, but she was like, hey, listen here, I'm your wife. But sometimes she couldn't deal with all those systems that were already in place around him. And it was already people making money off of the systems they had set up for him, even if it was to his destruction. You always got to move a certain way. They will trust me on that, okay? People will make up lies on you, make up rumors. They do all kind of stuff. If you look like you about to shake up the system, they don't care that you good for him. They're like, damn, she really is good. He getting off drugs and stuff. But that meaning him getting off drugs and alcohol and getting his head clear, that means he can see you mofos well. He looking at you like, the hell? I let you do what? What? I said what? I see suddenly he coming to his senses, and then they think the girl who put him to his senses, where she at? And then they blaming her. And then, well, he wasn't willing to change. No way. He wasn't changing. That's why I'm going to tell you, any man, the fact that they could do that to him, like he was talking about how evil the music industry was, the fact that they could get this guy to go back on drugs and break up with the girlfriend, he was never doing it for himself. He was doing it for her. You can be the inspiration, the encourager, and everything, but you need to do it from far behind the scenes because you don't want to get yourself hurt. And you need to make sure he's doing it for himself so he can stand up for himself so the change doesn't go away just because you're not there. I'm a Scorpio. I understand it. Any kind of thing I get into, relationship, friendship, it is transformation happening. Somebody's life is going to get transformed because I bring in a transformation energy. I've seen this happen in friendship where I'm the friend who came in the friend group, and I seen the other person was my friend. I got a friend, a new friend, and I see all the people around them treat them horrible and don't treat them with respect and everything like that. But I watch my cards. I watch how I do. I just sit back and watch and observe. I don't say nothing. Not yet. Then eventually the friend come to me saying, I didn't feel something right. And I nicely, slowly let them figure this out for themselves because I understand I'm there to encourage them, inspire them to get new things, new people, new friends, people who love on them or people who care about them. And sometimes people are that for me. But the systems around you won't like that. Especially if you've been living in a hot ass mess and people been taking advantage of the hot ass mess you've been. Once somebody come into your life and get you to put on your thinking cap, that person's in trouble, especially in them type of entertainment industries. That entertainment industry, you got to watch it. I'm just telling y'all. Hey, so yeah, I believe this story. Okay, moving on to the next story. Okay. So this week it was it was out here that, this was from Atlanta Black Star. It says, what in the world? White women exposed for allegedly coaching each other on how to lock down black athletes after text goes viral. Because y'all seem to think out here only certain types of girls are gold. Yeah, I understand a lot of black men don't understand what gold diggers are. They look at Instacats and think Instacats are. Jeez. Okay, living a life of luxury is as simple as trapping a top NFL draft pick the moment he steps on campus. College-age women are skipping classroom lectures for tips on how to snag prospective football and NBA stars, and they just got exposed. On online debate surfaced after alleged messages exposed what's being described as a white college student scheme to attract and keep wealthy athletes. Screenshots from an alleged text thread involving a student identified as Halen M., her roommate Lexi, and Lexi's sister quickly went viral after first being shared by the Bish gossip. The jaw-dropping message instantly set the internet on fire. Eagle-eyed viewers started playing detective, questioning whether the screenshots were real or some of the responses sounded a little too calculated. But our readers are sounding off as after reading the messages, okay? Halen's friend allegedly wanted to lock in a tall chocolate football player just like her sister, Fulfilling that desire is easy, but you have to play your cards right. Rule number 1 is a foundation to lure an athlete with a pick me mindset. He's the prize. Remember, he can change your life. You can't change his. Social media influencer Brittany Reiner shared the same message with Jackson State University players. And Brittany Reiner is not a gold digger. She's an Instacat. She can't tell you nothing about real gold diggers. Reiner was invited by the then head coach Deion Sanders to speak to young men about the trap. She told them, naturally, if you play a sport, there is an incentive to talk to you. Of course, everybody wants something. Even if we have our own thing going on, it's like me being with you is good because you boost my stock. I boost your stock. It's that simple. One woman replied, and then we tell black men this: you are just game and come up to them. They don't want to hear none of that. Echoing one shared perspective in the comments. Another said, what in the world? The shameless tutorial is about securing wealth at all costs, and black men have taken notice. Warren wrote, this is not our business. If the men keep falling for it, that's not on them. And that's why I never feel bad when things go south for them. Leslie's big sister also noted dealing with cheating. Don't look for it. It's just a fling. Let it go. She said, he's the prize. Remember, he can change your life. You can't change his. It has a phrase echoed once by Simone Biles' husband. She claims that black athletes' attraction to black women can be overridden by activating that Shanae in her by picking at her and let him see it. He'll ditch her quick. A white female IG Threads users was just as outraged by this information. She wrote, encouragement to intentionally provoke black women so their reactions can be used to reinforce stereotypes about them. That's racialized manipulation. And this comes from, these are black men who have racial problems, okay? These are black men who are dealing with a lot of rage, a lot of self-hate, and all kind of things, some of them. The singular obstacle to the ploy is competing with a young black woman with white social attributes. Listen to what they saying right up in here. What they mean is a black girl who knows the fuck. Ain't no white attributes. It's a black girl who plays the game well. Those are the real gold diggers. A black girl who don't act like she needs your well, who don't this and that. But gold diggers don't act. They not Instacats. Instacats is can you buy me a Mercedes? And they don't even know you and all that stuff. No. Real gold diggers, they take their time. They smart. They know how to be classy. They saying black women who got the attributes, who know how to be classy, who know that's not white attributes, because there's a lot of white people don't got class. There's why a lot of white people don't got no coof about, you know what I'm saying? This is just, that's what they're trying to say. You the greatest obstacle to them getting black athletes. Because more than likely she's playing with him too. Ooh, bitch. A commenter remarked, he about to pull a Russell Wilson on that ass. Russell Wilson was engaged to a white girlfriend during the 2012 NFL draft. They married soon after they were divorced. But they were divorced by 2014. The Super Bowl champion has been married to Sierra since 2016. Rule number 3, completely integrate yourself in his life to where he can't function without you. Rule number 4, don't embarrass him, don't cheat, don't text other men. The advice is a guideline to help hopeful wives and girlfriends, wags, remain attractive to other players. Rule number 5, go completely wild on him in bed. Rule number 6, warns, do not tell his mom any personal information. Rule number 7, always look good and appealing. If all those steps, including a push for marriage or at least have multiple kids, are taken, then Lexi and others like her will be seated with a draft pick benefiting from their abused multi-million-dollar contracts. It's so sweet and rewarding. Or it could be bittersweet, like Leon Lenae's experience. Travis Hunter married his college sweetheart, Lenae, weeks after being the NFL's number 2 draft pick. Lenae is African-American and of Filipino descent. In a TikTok post, Lenae gave girl advice on how to conduct yourself during the event, including how to dodge cameras, how to not be excited, and how to appear supportive but not too eager for the spotlight. The tongue-in-cheek video was direct response to critics who picked apart her behavior during the player selection meeting. Okay, here's what I say to people. First of all, understand what it is to be married to these types, okay? And listen, the best thing you could do in your life is be yourself and get to know this person. Yes, they got a lot of money. Yes, they may have this and that, or they may be on their way to a lot of money, but that's not a guarantee that that's a good life. Get to know a person. A lot of you black athletes don't get to know these people too. That's why they can play these games up in your face. That's why they playing in your face all the time. It's not just black athletes, it's black singers, black actors, all of y'all. They be always playing in your face. When a black woman, they can get away with a lot of things black women can't. They could ask for a Mercedes Benz that don't look ghetto. They can ask you to help their daddy with their Benz. It don't look good. You ain't thinking, oh yeah, because you thinking a certain thing on her from society. Done put certain things in your head about whiteness. I'm trying to tell a lot of you black men that you always got to look at the other races very differently because you don't know what's going on, how that culture reacts, and why she may have chosen you. Because a lot of black men like this. This is why this letter is out here, because you look like easy pickings. Black men with wealth look like they want anything beside black women. So these other women who are rejects from their other cultures, sometimes for a lot of reasons that you don't know because you ain't in that other culture, be over there hanging out with you and stuff like that. And you like, now wait a minute. I always tell people this too. When you get a blind white girl, you better sure be looking at a 12 two times, a little bit. Because blondes can live the life in a white world. Now maybe she in love with you, but maybe her ass ain't. Okay, maybe you will come up. Ain't nothing wrong with being a come up. But y'all want to dog black women for wanting to have a certain life and appeal a certain way. But these girls is out here doing it, and they doing it well. They well versed in it too. They and these are little dum dums that wrote this. I done met white girl gold diggers. They wouldn't even write nothing like this. They wouldn't even write nothing like that down. Those are Instacat white girls. They done listened to a couple of Shira's stuff online and a couple of other hypergamous people and trying to put it in action. These are Instacat. No, real well-to-do women who are about financial gain through relationships and stuff like that. It's not letting you see them. Okay. They move quiet and subtly. But I also want black men to understand this stuff does happen. There are Instacat white women too. There are white women who you might see is a big old thing. I saw this before. I saw this one time with a male singer. This white girl, he should have asked himself double questions about it. Because I saw some, so I was like, funny, because she's real pretty. Why ain't Leonardo and them going for her? That's why you gotta always ask her. If you ain't seen Leonardo and all them running up on her, that's why y'all should have asked yourself about the Kardashians. Why ain't none of the white boys up on? Now they are a little bit, but they little come ups, people that want to come up on them. But none of the big white boys never went after them. They don't even want to be. They don't be like, wait, such a why they gotta come? Why had they had to build themselves up under you? Why was they never going for the? Because they couldn't get them, and there's a reason. You think if Kim thought she could get George Clooney, she would have? And Leonardo and him? Y'all just was easy picking. Y'all fell for the aesthetic. The black had a little biracial look that they gave themselves and putting booty injections and all. Y'all fell for it. Easy pickings. They've been able to build their whole career up, whole life off of y'all's infatuation and obsession with exoticals, European features, and shit like that. Okay? I'm not surprised. Okay? These girls know if they can't make it on the market on their own race, let's go over there to black men. Black men a lot of times don't have no standards. Black women, you too. Okay, so this is the truth. I hate to say it. Speaking of that, Jamie Foxx is having a baby with an. I don't got time for talking about Jamie Foxx having a baby. I don't really care. I knew Jamie Foxx was faking. Okay, on his thing. That's nothing. Okay. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna end this today talking about Chris. So many other topics I wanted to talk to you guys about, and we'll do it on the next show. I think I'm gonna wait for the Jermaine Dupri. Did he exploit Criss Cross? I don't know. I think what I'm seeing is a lot of artists sometimes, not artists, but a lot of people black people in business feel like it's okay to exploit their own people. It feels like to act like white males and do certain things is good business practice. Is it, or is it exploitation? I don't know. Now I think I'll leave y'all with a funny thing, okay? Okay, well, no, we gonna talk. I'm gonna play this for y'all before, since I was talking about this with black men. Let me play this real quick for y'all. We'll end it with this.
I'm just saying. I mean, well, no, it ain't no smirk, but clearly you probably belong to the black market because of your height and everything. Because like, was more tall black men than probably any other race.
Okay, Sarah said that and she got eaten up because I think like the tallest men are in Denmark or something. Like they're somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, that don't count.
I don't. Right. I mean, in America, in America, I don't think it's just, I feel like I've been attracted to black men since I was very young. Because in Russia, we had overseas players who would come in and play during the NBA, whatever shutdown, whatever it was here. A lot of players would come out there. And so like I was always, because I spoke English, so I was always around them. And so like I've always been very attracted to them. I've never been attracted to a white man. I've never, even dated nobody in Russia. When I lived there, I literally not even kissed nobody. Like I never.
That's why you love Atlanta, huh?
Oh, I love Atlanta, yeah, because
that's why she
land. It's like
said, I'm gonna go from Russia to Atlanta. Ooh, what I'm saying? Hold on, her list was DC, Atlanta. Let me see her else. I like Atlanta, Charlotte.
Now a lot of black men are in the comments thinking it's because they so sexy, so fine. Once you go black, you can't go and all that. That is not it for a lot of these women. Maybe for a few, but not that many. I bet you don't know what was going on in Russia with her family, what class in Russian family it was, because she get the high end men, but she can get you high end mofos because she's been able to play to your ego, making you, I just like black men, make you think she's doing some sort of favor. I love black men more than any other black man because she like you because you the high. I bet she got a certain target of a black man she go after. It ain't just any black man. She going after a certain target, and I bet it got some money in it because black men who a lot of times you don't have no standards for women who are outside of your race. You don't got no standards for them, but you got standards for us. But you ain't got no standards for them. You just let them motherfuckers come in, they can do whatever the fuck they want. You ain't even looking to see over there in their other race, they probably rejects. She probably can't get no top Russian guy. So she got to come over here and fuck with you. Because you just go for anything. As long as it's white. And you believe we can be submissive. See, they like these black men. They like us. Because you fooling because your ego's been damaged through race and class issues throughout the world. So you buy the hype, this bullshit that she tells you, ain't black men just sexy. They got the bigger this and that. Not true. I told y'all women are hypergamous by nature. No woman wants to go through crazy shit. I bet she's targeting certain ones because she can't get the ones in her group that are highfalutin. I said what I said.
Oh, Charlotte, I don't really like.
I said what I said. They probably not interested in Russia like that. Okay. Y'all need to take passport bros. Y'all need to talk to some of these men in these countries when y'all go over there about the girls y'all dating and find out what they thoughts are. All right. So this is the last one I'm going with. This was really funny. And this was from the stamps they put up, but this is funny. This guy talked this week.
Paul Bowles.
Bowers.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure I heard that.
My question is, what do you do when your wife, she here, and all the people I'm talking about,
About to go down.
Okay, we got it. Jose is in position. Okay, we got it. What's up?
what do you do when your wife respects and appreciates her friends more than she does her husband who pays the bills with her?
Who pays the bills? Okay. All right. Anybody want to start?
Well, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Mr. Paul, please define for me respect. What do you mean when you say she respects her friends more than she does the one who pays the bills? What does that mean?
If I call her and she on the phone with one of those friends that's back there,
Hey, you know a nigga serious when he like, wait. All right, let's get back to it. Okay. So when you call, she like, I'm gonna hit you back because I'm talking to my girls.
Yeah.
All right. Do you feel like she spends more quality time with her friends than you?
no, that's not my point. My point is she don't respect my energy and effort to stay in our relationship, stay in our marriage, and stay with our children, stay with her. She respects their opinions, their thoughts, their bullshit.
All right, Paul. Okay, all right, Paul. See, so listen, Paul. I want you to go home to a happy home. So what I'm gonna do is say this. Let me ask you this question, Paul. All right, everybody look to your left, right, say shh. Paul, I can tell you frustrated about this.
Well, is it frustrated or are you hurt, Mr. Paul?
I'm more hurt than frustrated.
Yeah. Because for you to stand in front of this community and say that, to share that part of your relationship with your wife speaks to me that there's a part in you that's really hurt. So I want to say to you, I hear you. I want to say that. I hear you. And I want to say to your wife and her friends who are here, hear his pain before you get into your shame or anger or upset. For you to say that. Now, Mr. Paul, this is a conversation I think you and Mrs. Paul, me and Mrs. Paul. Oh, that was Jones. I think this is a conversation that you need to have. Wifey, hear what he's saying. He feels disrespected. Girlfriends, here, if you love her, get out of the way. If you love her, get out of the way. Mr. Paul, you need to have this conversation with Mrs. Paul, and not from a place of upset. Tell her it hurts my feelings when you put me on hold for them. And see if you can come up with a compromise. How long have y'all been together?
We've been together 11 years, been married 6.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your marriage, do you?
I don't want to lose my girls.
Well, she's one of them, right?
She's one of them.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. Tell him.
Hey,
I got a question though.
Okay, go ahead.
Just real quick. So y'all been together 11 years, married 6. How long has the dynamic been that way? How long has she
As soon as we got married.
Now, hold on, see, because you know what I'm talking about. You know.
Okay.
Because I'm paying attention to how you're even referring to your wife right now. Like I'm paying attention to the fact that you're willing to humiliate your wife in front of thousands of people also. So what is it that you do inside of the house that will make it to where she can actually respect you? Because just because you pay bills and things like that doesn't mean that you will be able to get fully that level of respect. Hold on. Because if you say you pay bills, but if I'm coming to you about a concern, if I'm coming to you about something I'm grieving, something you hurt me on, something that I feel abandoned on, will you give me the safety to be able to talk about it? Can I trust you emotionally? Can I trust you spiritually? Can I trust you financially? Can I trust you in all of these aspects to prove that you give me a level of emotional security? Do we actually have a partnership? Because just because you married does not mean that you have entered into an actual partnership. Are we truly aligned? Because I hear you and I understand that a wife is supposed to respect you, but a husband is supposed to love a wife as well. So how are you loving your wife? Because a lot of times her lack of respect of you is a reflection of your lack of love for her, the appropriate love. So that's my question to you. What are you actually doing that will allow her to come up to that level to where she can respect you as the head of household? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I say that, but that's a moment of reflection. That's a very serious question that you really have to look at, because I know how I'm a woman. I am a woman who loves my husband. I love my husband. And it has never been a moment where I respected him, because that man gives me a level of safety and security that I have never experienced in my life. And everybody on this stage has witnessed it. I never have to worry about everything. If I ever have a complaint, my husband sits there and he listens, no matter how tired he is. He gives me the space to be a woman, to be a feminine woman, to be a mother, to nurture the home and everything else. So it's never a moment where I ever have to disrespect him, because that man loves me. So how do you love your
Mr.
wife?
Paul, this right here, this gonna cost you.
That's okay. That's okay.
You're not lying.
This gonna cost him.
Can we try to salvage this? Because I know that they want to be happy.
One more question.
Okay.
I just
Come up here, too.
I just want to ask a question. How old is your wife?
She's 49. I'm 60.
Can I say this last part to you before we go on, Mr. Paul? And this is to the men in the room. We got to stop reducing ourselves to a paycheck and paying a bill. You said, you added that as if that replaces you being a person. We need as men to look at our personhood, because then we can find the truth in how to communicate to a person. Because if you say, hey, you need to respect me because I pay bills, that don't hit the same as
she pays most of the bills. I manage the bills.
Mr. Paul, I love you. we gonna quit while we ahead, Mr. Paul. Can we talk after the show, Mr. Paul, me and you? All right, let's talk after the show. All right, I love you, Mr. Paul. All right, Mr. Paul, I love Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul, thank you for your question, Mr. Paul. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, I'm about to go. I gotta work still, but Mr. Paul, we gonna talk. We gotta do some more work. Hoya, Lance, welcome to tonight's conversation. This is what we do. Yes, we do this on a regular basis. Okay, that's all righty. Thank you. I'm trying to see where. Hey, hold on. Y'all quit being messy. Y'all are messy. Sit your asses down. Why y'all? Hey, sit down. Quit being so messy.
Leave Mr. Paul alone.
Hey, Jose. Can we make sure we got somebody over there, please? Please.
Mr. Paul alone.
I had to laugh at this one. I had to play this one for y'all because it was hilarious. The whole time, everybody thinking he's a bill payer. He in the house. He the man. He talking about, because I pay all the bills and everything like that. And then when he get to the end, he said, the woman, he said, we got to get men, we got to stop thinking of ourselves as a paycheck. Just because you pay the bills don't mean, you got to be able to relate human. And he said, no, I don't pay all the bills. I manage the bills. Listen here. Listen, Mr. Paul lost a whole room at that time. Oh, the whole room was gone. First, everybody was like, okay. But Mr. Paul lost everybody after that. Okay. That was funny. You done got up there, you embarrassed your wife, you called out her and her friends, and you just managed it. Mr. Paul. Hilarious. I thought that was so funny. I had to share that with y'all. I'm going to leave the show on that, y'all. Don't be Mr. Paul out here. Get out there and embarrass your wife, call out her and her friends in public. Only in the end, they say, well, I don't pay no bills. I manage all the bills. And Mr. Paul got nothing. She younger than Mr. Paul. Girl, wait a minute, girls. Why aren't you dealing with a 49? You 49 years old, ma'am. Why aren't you dealing with a 60-year-old paying all them bills? Girl, stop. Stop it. What is going on out here? You girls is cool. Why you supposed to deal with old sugar daddies to help you, not to manage the bill. All right, I'm out, you guys. Remember, you can hit me up on the Carlotta Chat with Facebook page. You can also hit me up on Instagram at Carly's_Galaxy. And there's also a link there for Threads. And then, when I'm on X, you can hit me up at Carlotta72 and C-Chat with Show. Those are two different accounts. And for my TikTok, it's Keisha Carlotta. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and if there's more we need to talk about, I'll come on and talk about it and do a show or something like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. I need to break this up into two shows. I need to break this up into two shows, so I may have another show before Memorial Day this weekend. But yeah, this week. But you guys have a fun Memorial Day weekend too, okay? Enjoy your Memorial Day. Eat good food, eat lots of good food, all that for me. In case I don't come in on for y'all, okay? I'm out. Have a good one. I will see y'all, okay? Get this out. Let me get Mr. Paul out of here talking about Mr. Paul talking about Mr. Paul said, I don't pay no bills. I manage them. Mr. Paul, sit your ass there. Oh my God, hilarious, y'all. I am out. That one right there got me. That was it for tonight. Bye, y'all.